Why am I so moist from the waist down?
Oh my God,
Moist.
No wonder you want to
ghost,
take a shower.
that ghost was trying to flip your ass over
Again, right?
Maybe that's why he popped up so fast, coughing. And especially if you're not a wrestling fan, you'd be like, "What the fuck is this? No, we can't air this, dude." Like,
This is the best part about a podcast when we start videoing it. You
those
guys
who know, know.
So yes, that's like I said, unpopular opinion.
The following podcast is scheduled for one fall. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MACKDOWN Podcast. Starring any combination of the following. Introducing Mikey MacD, Mr. B, A.J. Mitchell, Cam, and Kimmy. It's the MACKDOWN Podcast. Are you ready? Boom, boom, boom.
All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the MACKDOWN Podcast, episode 22 to be exact. In fact,
To be exact, in fact.
there we go. There's 4 of us live here in studio. We got one that is booked. That is, Mr. Cam. To my right, we got Kimmy. What's up, Kimmy?
Hello, guys. Hello.
We got Mr. B diagonal across the table.
Hello, hello.
A.J.
Mitchell, or as the rest of the world likes to say, the champ is here. How you doing? It's AJ Mitchell on the microphone. How you doing?
Good. You're the champ. You're the champ. But you took a pretty good ass whipping this week.
Hey, I take him and I give him, baby. I take him and I give him.
That's true. What did we say? What did we say right before this? The flop.
The flop.
It's the flop.
I did the LeBron.
They have to get penalized for that shit now. Thank God.
Do you really?
Yeah. You can't flop no more.
I can't flop. So am I going to get penalized for flopping this week?
Maybe you did.
Well, it wasn't an intentional flop. That's the difference. It's not like I intentionally tried to flop. I didn't intentionally put somebody in who I knew was going to flop. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Cameron Grimes didn't think he was going to flop.
I did. I've just been waiting for it, man. You just got him like right as he was starting that program, and then before that he was getting negatives and like maybe one for like 4 or 5 weeks.
Are we
in a
sure
row.
he didn't appear on NXT? I mean, I did watch it.
No, he appeared, but it would just be like a random backstage, like once planted somewhere in the show.
This week?
No. I'm saying before you put him in the game.
Because
before you started him.
this week he didn't. Apparently, he didn't show up.
No, he did not show up this week, and I'm sure. Hey, you're the one that made me have to watch NXT, so.
Actually, Cam did.
Well, no, because you put Cameron Grimes in before Braun Breaker got selected.
Absolutely true.
Very true.
You know what? I don't like the co-signing that's going on in here.
He's like, this is bullshit.
This is the festive time. This is a Christmas edition of the MACKDOWN Podcast.
Which, speaking of Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, etc.
Yeah, man.
And most importantly,
A Happy New Year.
Happy birthday to AJ
thank you.
Mitchell.
Happy New Year. This motherfucker said Happy New Year.
I mean, Happy New Year as well,
Yeah,
yes.
well, yeah,
but
yes,
but AJ, speaking of being Jesus, his birthday is also
Santa
on Christmas
Christ.
Day.
I'm Santa Christ, baby. I'm giving joy and walking on water at the same time.
That's right.
It was a great Christmas, guys. It was
It
really,
was.
really
It was
fun.
the best ever, man.
We had a MACKDOWN Podcast Christmas. Thank you to some of our listeners who sent in some really cool stuff, and our our family and friends who also did. I think Mike got the cool Christmas ever.
I mean,
moments.
it was my favorite. I wouldn't say it was the best, but it was definitely my favorite.
Dude, it made me cry. Everybody was
Everybody
crying.
got really cool gifts.
Everybody did.
Oh,
get
everybody
really...
did get some great
we'll run
gifts.
through the little rundown. So, bro, what did you get for Christmas?
So my family is super cool and awesome, and they all chipped in and got me the classic dual-plated WWF World Tag Team Championship.
Yeah, we're definitely going to take some pictures and put it online. We got a nice little caveat, but that belt is sexy.
I'm just going to tell you right now, for those that are belt collectors, that anybody that listens to this, if you, I'm just going to tell you, it's the prettiest one I've ever seen in person.
Dude.
That
And
mirror,
I've seen almost all of them in person.
Yeah.
that mirror.
I have not seen the the new Winged Eagle
The
with the
dual-plated?
bars attached and everything. I ain't seen that one yet, but I'm just going to tell you right now, it is the prettiest one I've seen.
And I've seen Shiny, and that shit is
It's chrome. It's like mirror. It's
Yeah,
almost
definitely
mirror.
mirrored. It's definitely
Yeah,
mirrored.
because in the pictures, it's definitely silver, but it doesn't like.
It doesn't look like
almost
that.
looks like it would be like not reflective, almost.
yeah, like a
it's-
flat silver kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
If
So
that
Yeah.
makes sense.
you
Yeah.
can see like a silhouette and shit, but
Right.
you wouldn't see like
Your
it's
own
a
image.
fucking mirror.
Reflection. There's no reflection. That's a reflection. Yeah.
It's nice.
Dolph Ziggler. I am reflection.
Yeah,
Not even, and it is perfection. That belt is
dude,
sexy.
it's
I'm not gonna lie, WWE, you did your shit. You did your shit. You made a belt that I can honestly say is a caliber of belt that you want to put on your wall like it is right now.
yeah, dude, it's pretty badass.
We
Not
and
gonna
just so you listeners know, we have that classic World Tag Team title. We have that Winged Eagle up on the wall too, and on the side we do have the classic real Intercontinental
It's
Championship.
the
in mine.
WWF version.
Yes, and it has the F. So
It does have the F.
we have the F on.
The F did not get out.
The F.
We did not get the F out
we
on
did
this
not
one.
get the F out.
Hey, that's one of the greatest slogans, right?
I think that was a great gimmick. That
Get the
whole
F out.
marketing campaign, and they made a lot of money off that. I mean,
A lot, yeah.
I actually wanted one of those T-shirts. I wonder if we can still find any of those. WWE, get the F out. Kimmy, what did you get?
Oh, so I mean, I did get a lot of things, but among those things, I got a mini.
Did you?
That is
Did
awesome.
you get a mini? Girl?
It is the NXT Women's Championship. Oh, United Kingdom, excuse
United
me. And
Kingdom.
NXT United Kingdom, which, dude,
it's the strap, guys.
It's like a. Oh,
It looks white. Yeah, online it just looks white, but it is like a pearly white.
it's like almost like a light.
It's like an ice
silver,
white, like an ice white.
Yes, I like
yeah,
that. Like a
it
smoke.
is.
Like
It
a
almost
smoke.
is like gives you like that pearl almost kind of effect.
It's a tint.
Dude, and it's got like this red like in the middle that's really nice, and the stones are really nice. It's nice. I really like it.
Hey, man, the detail they put into the minis though
Dude,
are,
so pretty.
dude, they're pretty badass.
They
Even these
definitely
little
are.
snaps, you know what I mean?
Well, and like you said
Like
too,
this
Kimmy,
one.
they're tangible. You can spend, $50-$60 on a fucking mini and not like put yourself
And I'll
out.
break the bank, and you still get to have. I hear the that's that brand new. Ooh, oh, I love that.
Hey, the snaps are where it's at. Fuck the Velcro bullshit.
I'm not gonna lie though, having the actual size one is so cool.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
dude.
Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like just
But
tote it
tangible.
around on your shoulder.
Yeah, you just want to spend 4 times the amount, you know?
All right, I'm gonna do one more.
But see, you would actually rock a normal size belt to a show, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Yeah, yeah.
Not
Kimmy
me.
wouldn't. Kimmy
No.
doesn't want to. She
No.
she will now. She'll rock that mini.
Hell yeah, dude. Look
That's
at that
awesome.
shit.
She doesn't want to commit to holding like a full ass belt the whole show, which I don't blame her. 3 hours.
That's a lot.
Dude, you remember when I took
I'd
the
wear it
Triple
around
H
my
belt,
waist
man? That
for the
shit was
most
just
part.
poking me in the sides, in the neck, in the face.
That is definitely not one that I would rock
Oh,
to.
and then
the show.
people were every 5 minutes. Oh, can I see that? Oh, can I look at that? Oh, it's like, oh my god. Like,
If I was like down on the floor where I had like more room on an actual chair, that'd be cool. But like those little stadium seats where you're all like tucked in with the fucking
Yeah, the strap of the belt is slapping
Yeah.
someone in the front of you, the back of their head.
literally, yeah.
I'd just wear it around my waist.
I tried that. It's not. It's
I
not
don't
fun.
have that luxury.
Yeah, same.
Wait, I do now. I do now. I do
Hey.
now. I got an extender. Whoa, shit.
You actually could.
I can wear any belt now, to be honest with you. I can wear any belt.
Oh well.
I know. So it's a great feeling to know that you can do so.
It feels like I'm cheating, though, to be honest with
No.
you. For being honest.
You're just the big man, you know what I
I'm a
mean?
cheater.
Cheetah!
Cheetah.
Mr. B, what'd you get for
Yeah.
Christmas?
Speaking of cheaters,
I got a lot of stuff.
He just called you a
But-
cheater.
But the one thing I did get that's related to the show is a mini
Oh, so?
World Heavyweight Championship.
Chip.
Big Gold. The mini version of Big Gold.
I do love that because the red back.
Yeah,
Again,
red
with the
back is
detail,
awesome.
man. The detail is, like, flawless. It's an exact
Flawless
replica
victory.
of the replica.
Yes.
The replica.
And
of
the
them?
case, the little bag case it comes
I
with,
like
just
it.
the
Yeah,
same as
cloth.
the big ones and everything too.
Yeah, I love those pouches. They're so cool.
Yeah, WWE did it right with the minis. I think that's probably. I mean, because it gives a belt collector a way to still be in the game. Yeah, I might not have the full version, or I might not be able to afford a lot of full versions.
Well, and for
You
me
know?
personally, I like the minis more.
Yeah, you're a miniature.
You know
version
me,
of-
I
yeah.
love miniature everything.
Yeah, so this is
Little miniature furniture, little miniature whatever.
it's right up your
love
alley.
These. Love these.
They are awesome, dude. I would eventually like to collect all of them in a perfect world. But yeah, they have that fucking the case where you can display. It's
Yeah.
like what, 9 of them or something like that.
Was it 9? I
8
think
or
it was
9?
8 or 9. Yeah, it was
Something like
nice.
that.
I definitely would get that. I would want to get all the belts though. I like how they make the little rings for them now too, that you can do little display stands
Oh,
that you can put them
yeah.
in. But I still want the one you put on the wall. I still think that's a better.
To me, that's more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
It's just in a case. It's like you know what I mean. I like it. I dig them, man. I love them. I got the mini winged eagle and the adult size winged eagle
And the
ring.
ring.
And the ring.
and the ring.
And the ring. Yeah.
I got all 3.
He's got the whole caliber.
And he's got a tiny little rubber one.
I do.
Whoa.
It's right here. Just sitting
Don't
on
get
Hogan.
all weird with it.
I was talking about his locket. It's
Oh, the cocklet.
no.
Oh,
And boom goes the dynamite. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
we always take it too far.
Speaking of taking it too far, I'll let you guys know about mine. My Christmas gift this week, I got a new mini as well. So thank you to the MACKDOwn Podcast family and Mr. Mike D. I got a new nickname for Mr. Mike D, by the way. It's the MD. He's the MD of the podcast.
Oh,
over
Mike.
here.
The
Mikey
MD.
Yep.
The MD.
Come on, that's
motherfucker.
ridiculous. That's so cheesy. So cheesy.
So the
That's a
MD
heel
of the
thing.
podcast over here. So got a cool gift for a cool dude, champion to champion. I have now in my possession the $1 million title, miniature, of course, but
Still too big for his wrist.
still too bad. 105 live over
Where
here.
the fuck is it, by the way?
It is in the bag upstairs but it's in the pouch. It's like away, and I put it there last night while we were indulging.
Oh, just so you didn't fuck it up.
Just so I
and
didn't
break
fuck it up and break
Smart
it.
man.
Yeah, I said, let me put this away where I know where it's at.
Yeah, before we came down here, I'm like, let me grab my championship.
But me and Mr. B over here are like the tag team champions of the world. For
Yeah,
real.
because you do have your other mini.
We have our world minis over
Well, I
here.
love the fact too, because that's the same belt for that I have for the magnet up there on the
Yeah,
board.
and someone just tied me, but we'll get to that later. Speaking of which, I guess it's time for a little
We're
bit
gonna
of
throw it. We're gonna throw the ball over into AJ's yard. All
right, well, it's AJ's Yard, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition, of course, the Christmas AJB Day Santa Christ edition of AJ's Yard, where we talk about everything from Raw to Rampage and everything in between. So Raw this week, we definitely looked at day one. The Fatal 4-Way is definitely shaping up to be something pretty big with Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and of course the WWE champion. No, champion. Is it world or is it just WWE champion? I thought they just changed to just WWE champion now.
Well, they
combined
them,
it.
so it's the WWE World Heavyweight.
Is it? But I see.
I think it says
sure.
World Heavyweight on the.
I think it does as well.
Belt.
Yes. So
I could be wrong.
I'll rephrase it.
Check my work.
We'll check your math. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion Big E, the four of them are shaping up to have a great match at Fatal 4-Way. We'll dive into that and see what we think and who might jump up being the winner of that.
That's this weekend.
That is this weekend. It's next weekend.
It's this weekend coming
technically
up.
this weekend coming up. Yes, technically. Yes. And also, speaking of almost right, Almost is now no longer the Colossus for AJ Styles. We'll dive into that and see how that's going to affect the roster. Speaking of affecting the roster, we'll slide right into NXT and we'll slide on in and visit down there just like AJ Styles did this week.
Yeah.
We'll delve into that and see how him and Waller are going to make some sweet chin music. Speaking of sweet chin music, a new group with an old flavor, with some new love, made a big splash. Boom goes the dynamite as the Boom Group you knew once as Undisputed, the new era of
Group.
Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish have now entered the fray. But what does that mean? Are they elite? We'll dive into that. And we'll also see how elite Charlotte was when she defended her WWE Women's World SmackDown Heavyweight Championship against Toni Storm in an epic one-on-one brawl that definitely gets super kudos for me. Speaking of super kudos, Sami Zayn and the IC title. We'll see how that shaped up and how he was definitely victorious and champion. Special shout out to Sheamus as well.
Champion?
Hopefully, well, championship material.
Oh, okay.
That's what it says on my paper here. I didn't read it right. And new TNT champion Cody Rhodes has dethroned the Sami Zayn, or the Sammy Guevara, excuse me. Oh, look at me. Where are we at? West Philadelphia, born and raised. Well,
AJ was slurring.
AJ was slur. So, Cody, new champ. We'll definitely dive into that. And we'll also discuss our new segment called The Big Four, where each one of us pick a big moment this week and see how it impacted us and will shape professional wrestling going forward. We're going to jump into fantasy. We'll have our winners and losers and so much more right there at the MACKDOWN Podcast. Let's take it back to us right here in studio, live. Back to you guys and
right
me.
back to us. I like it.
That's how we do it.
Right
I'm
back
done.
to us.
And I could just throw this. I'm done.
Boosh. There it goes. I like
You
it.
should keep it up. You should put it up next to that other one so you have a little recap.
Set it. You could probably lean it on your on the little A on the arm. Hey.
Perfect.
Hey, if you
I
can
like
read it.
Perfection.
I'll try.
I am perfection.
I know that song gets stuck in your head, huh?
It does. It's when you're great. That's what happens.
Hey, Randy's original theme gets stuck in my head from time to time. I don't know why.
Which one?
All of a sudden, I'll just be sitting there.
Hey, all that you can say.
Yeah.
Nothing you can change what you undo, man.
That song and Shawn Michaels' song always gets stuck in my fucking
Just a
head.
sexy boy.
Always. It always ends right there, but you know.
It always ends right there.
Right there. Speaking of right there, so we are right there 1 week away from day one. We got a big card coming up on day one. We should actually review that and throw that in there too. Talk about what's happening on there. If someone could just pull up the day one card real quick while we just go into it.
Well, let's talk about the Fatal 4-Way to start.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was definitely going to say. So we got a match on our hands here. I think that's probably going to steal the show outside of the Roman Reigns Brock, which
was
is
gonna
probably
say,
going to be the show.
That'll probably have the best story too. It may not be the best match, but I think overall they're gonna put on. They'll put on a clinic, dude. I feel like, I mean, you're never gonna go wrong with Brock and Roman.
Right. You know, they've main evented enough, so.
Well, and I think that me personally, I think it's time for Brock to take the belt because I mean he signed a 1.5-year deal, right? He's back for a 1.5 years. So if he's back for that long, he's 100% getting the belt.
Right. At least till SummerSlam.
Mania, bro.
But do you think he takes it into Mania and wins it, or Roman finally gets that dub?
I think he's going to take it into Mania, and then I think Brock is going to win this weekend, take it into Mania, and then lose, because they'll probably have a rematch again at the Rumble.
Okay.
So is that when Seth comes in then?
It just depends on the Money in the Bank.
Well, see, I don't see Seth going after Brock or Roman or any of that in any way, shape, or form. I think they're going to keep them separate until Brock is gone. It just makes
You think when Brock is finally gone? Well, see, here's the problem, dude. They got 2 different shows.
Exactly.
They
And right
need
now,
to fucking combine the belts.
Well,
again,
no,
bro.
you need the two different shows. Here's the reason
No,
why.
you can keep the two different shows. You can keep.
But not. It has to be two separate rosters, bro. Your roster is too inflated.
man.
You got too many people. Do you know how many people will be left off the show? It'll be the fucking Roman Reigns hour,
Bro.
That's what it'll be all day, every day.
Then the good ones will thrive. The best ones will thrive.
I mean, but you
But-
can't. I mean, with having a roster, they're gonna have to cut half the roster, bro.
It seems like that's what they're doing anyway.
Right. So then if they're gonna, then what is the point of having the two shows?
Well, they just signed a bunch of athletes.
Right. So you just cut a whole bunch of people to make cap room,
Bro, so
for all
you're
these
telling
people with
me-
high social, and that's another thing that we definitely want to talk about as well. The fact that all these new signings that the WWE has done,
Yeah,
and
it's
how
just- it's
and
un-
what they're
it's-
basing it on now. They're not basing it on wrestling skills. They're basing it on social media numbers. Come
Right,
on.
that's exactly. I mean, that's it's a television show, bro. That's what it is.
Now, of course, we're getting off topic with the Fatal 4-Way here, but it is a good. I mean, I really do want to dive into that a little bit, and really just understand why the WWE feels like, hey, we need to be. I understand you want to be more in the entertainment realm, and that's what sports entertainment does. But you're not. I mean, you're stepping away from the people who dreamed about wanting to do this for the rest of their life. Like, this is what they committed their
the
whole life to
motto
wanting to do.
the motto has to change. Like the model has to change. They have to know that if they're going to WWE, it's no different than going to name any show on CBS, name any fucking show on NBC
or HBO,
whatever.
or any-
Yeah, it's no
it's
different
like
than
like
that.
saying I want to be a star on the show Heels.
Exactly. Yeah, or Glow, or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? That's what WWE is wanting to go do. Vince McMahon's dream is to make movies.
Well, he said he did in Beyond the Mat.
Exactly.
We're just going to continue to see that transition as we go forward, I'm sure. And there's going to be the few people there like Seth and KO that are going to keep it, relevant to us. But they're going to try to incorporate the new in the meantime as well.
I just wish that, and I'm cool with all that, 100% cool with all that. I just wish that they would listen to us a little bit more, as far as who's hot, who's not. It's just better for the product, don't you think?
Well, yeah, but you got to also
Because they were the
understand-
best at listening to the crowd back in the day. That's why Vince was so magical, because he just knew what the crowd wanted before we fucking knew.
Yeah, but that's the problem. He still thinks he has that touch.
But he doesn't listen. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, we can only beat that horse to death so many times.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. At that time, that's when I felt like it was at its most popular, because the people that the fans were most behind were the ones getting put in those prime spots, and that's what AEW is starting to do a lot better. They're starting to put the main dudes in the primo spots, and may not be on the card, but as far as match times go, because we all know the opening match we want to be hot, the show at the top of the hour we want to be hot, and the main event should be hot, right? So if you're in one of those three spots, that's
Yeah, and they've been opening their shows super hot.
right, and they're doing a good job of telling you who they're really pushing, and you know what I mean.
Well, Bobby Lashley did start the show for Raw this week again.
Yeah,
In his all black Johnny Cash.
Matrix too. Yeah, he was like Neo, doing his best impression of Neo.
Just all black glasses, black
impersonation.
black outfit, black everything. I dug it.
Who do you think is going to win that match?
I don't know, but do you think they're going to pair up KO and Seth after that?
I don't want to see that, dude. I know it's new, but
Okay, well before
they always pair Seth up with random motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It would be entertaining.
do you think they're going to put it back on Bobby, or do you think they're going to let Piggy keep it?
They really should put it back on Bobby, just to have him go into WrestleMania defending it again. I mean, you guys remember my Big E story was that he wasn't the guy to hold the chip, because I just didn't see where it would go, and I think the point has been proven, and that could be a little bit on writing, as we said, storyline and shit. But we also know Vince is the one who keeps ahead on the main storyline, and what I'm thinking is that don't be surprised if you see Austin Aries catch that chip from Big E.
Austin Theory?
Austin Theory. Austin Aries.
You're on Austin Theory hard, man. Like, you really think that he's gonna be?
Are you Vince?
Vince is gonna shove. No, I'm saying what Vince is doing. Vince is gonna shove him down our throats, bro.
Well, and you know what's fucking crazy is he said they weren't doing that no more.
And look,
but that's bullshit.
Because
just like he said, he was going to listen to the fans and all that.
The proof is in the pudding.
Well, yeah, they got segments.
You took Hunter out of the main position for NXT when NXT was on a hot roll. Now you made NXT this 7-Eleven lighter, and it's like, and if you guys can't see it, it's a colorful ass.
Looks like the NXT logo.
Yeah, but it looks just like the NXT logo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now you have that as the product that you're trying to push, and you have the quote unquote changing of the guard where the black and gold guys are still there, but they're few and far between now.
Well, it's just they're establishing that there's
a shift.
There's been a shift. Yeah, which I don't feel like there was a needed shift, but that's another pod for another day.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, that's a legit full pod. But we can get into that later.
Yeah. Well, speaking of also on AEW NXT or Raw, what are we talking about again? That's how relevant Raw was.
I know, it's
week.
so bad.
But no, almost. So like we said, the Fatal 4-Way is definitely shaping up to be.
That should be the show. That should be the main. But not the main, but like for their show, hopefully they focus on that.
That should be the beginning. That should start the show.
Yeah, because
start the show with the WWE Championship match.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna have Brock and Roman close it, then you want to have very big separation between the two championship matches.
Yeah, they got to be separate. Yeah.
So have it start the show, 100%. Going through my notes here. Besides that, with them shaping it up, I definitely see the KO, Seth alliance, going as far as it needs to go for what's beneficial. Do look for one of them to throw each other out at the Rumble, because I do think Seth and KO are going to get another WrestleMania match. I think that's what we're getting.
Dude, we need to keep Seth in the world title picture.
Well,
right
no,
now.
but that's for championship.
No, Seth needs to be fighting for the title at Mania,
unless against Big E,
whoever the fuck it is.
Because
Big E,
I really think they're giving Big E and Bobby a WrestleMania. That's what it looks like it's shaping up to be. And
if they're doing a Seth and KO again,
right? And that's gonna.
I personally,
the winner of the Seth and KO,
really want to see that.
I think the winner of Seth and KO is gonna take on the winner of Bobby and Big E, and that's your program going almost to SummerSlam. So
they need to combine the shows, bro.
Well, actually, Seth was the #1 contender, and then KO weaseled his way into the match, technically.
Right. So there you go.
So we're gonna split them off to do their own thing, and
one more time.
Fuck no, that's stupid.
It's just it keeps them relevant, keeps storyline good, keeps KO in good reasons.
Seth should be the world champion. I feel like Seth should win. Seth should win this match. Yes. Yeah. Let him be the chicken shit heel, and maybe not even, but let him be the champ, and then you got Becky as the champ, so you got your power couple. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
It just it'll help tie things together a little bit.
What do you do with Bobby and Big E in the meantime?
They could fight for the #1 contendership. Because then you can keep them in the world title picture.
So keep it Seth and KO at Mania for the belt.
Sure, that's fine. That'll be okay.
And then Bobby so then pretty much everything I'm saying. But just put the belt on Seth instead.
Yeah, the belt needs to be on Seth right now. Yeah.
And then have Seth face Lashley at
or Big E again at SummerSlam if Big E if they want to try to maybe take the belt off him a little bit and try to build some steam back up underneath him. You know what I mean? Because dude, let's be honest. The Big E that we had that was fighting Sheamus for the Intercontinental title, dude.
No, the Big E that fought Sheamus, at that street fight.
Was that for the IC title, or was that before?
Yeah, he didn't have a belt. He just fought.
That Big E right there. Give me that Big E for the world title. You know what I mean?
That is a WWE champion Big E.
That's what I'm saying.
And that was because he was like, dude.
But what's changed?
He was bloodied up in that was a war.
What's changed though? Because I feel like they're scripting him to they're scripting him too much, dude. Just without so many words. You know what I mean?
Right.
Take the chains off a little bit. Let him fucking kind of just go be him. If he fucks up, dude. Who cares? That's what pro wrestling is. You know what I mean? You just got to go out there and feel the crowd and fucking, you know. Anyway.
Where does KO then go from there with his new signing and all that?
Nice. You can keep him involved somehow, some way.
Well, I mean, he's there for 5 years, so you got to give him that match at Mania, even if he loses to Seth in your storyline here that's going on with Seth being the champ.
Well, and KO's a babyface, man. Like the way he portrays himself on social media, like, because kayfabe still should be a thing, you know, and that's why it works so good with some people.
But we are in the reality era. You can't.
Right.
You are who you are at this day.
But you can
most
kayfabe
people
that.
know. Most people, right? MJF is a great.
That's what I'm saying. You can kayfabe all that. You let people should only know what you allow them to know. You know what I'm saying? So the best pro wrestlers were the ones that were able to mask that, where you didn't know, is this really this person? Is this, you know, obviously Ultimate Warrior is different because it's like no one's naming their kid Ultimate Warrior for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Like that's not real.
I always thought that was. I was like, man, whose kid?
Yeah.
I mean, whose parents named their kid the Undertaker?
Yeah.
Apparently it was them two dead people that they dug up and brought onto the stage.
The same ones that named their kids Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh,
no, there are people who actually did that. So, like, with Fiona Apple named her kid, I think Apple. I think it's Apple.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Some names are weird.
Cherry Apple. We got North.
Oh, and West.
Northwest. Yeah.
Northwest,
What
East,
is
South.
that sound I'm hearing?
The little.
Yeah.
It's that fan right
It's that
there.
fan.
Should I go shut it off?
You can. I
I
turned this one off because it was just blowing the air quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, what is that?
That's why I said I turned this one off and turned that one on, and that one's pretty much louder than this one.
It's
So,
just that tiny little.
Yeah, we can turn it off. But then I would recommend if we could turn
That one.
maybe this one on, or even this one. However,
Let me just like move it, maybe, and then it won't be so fucking obnoxious.
So AJ, almost. I mean, now that we have them officially broken up, I know you are big into having that Edge, almost, or excuse me, Edge AJ wrestling event or wrestling match. Edge is tied up with the Miz at the moment, which I think is great, in my opinion. I know how you feel about that, Mr. MD. No, at the end of the day, I really think that AJ Styles almost breaking up is good for AJ. Maybe not the best for almost right now. He's still super green.
Vince wants him. He's going to be a babyface. Omos is going to be a babyface. Watch.
See, but here's the issue.
He's a big giant heel. That's the issue.
Not only that, but he's super green, bro.
Yeah.
He is super green, and it's really, really bad that they have him in that position, being super, super green, and trying to be. You're facing AJ Styles, bro. Like, it's fucking AJ Styles.
It's just, I don't know. To me, AJ Styles is a lot more than where they have him now.
A lot more. AJ should be wrestling Roman and Brock and the rest of those guys.
That's what I'm saying. It's just kind
he's
of
on
made
their
a joke.
caliber. He's on their caliber.
He can go be green with other people. You know what I mean? Like AJ Styles
Omos
doesn't need to be his fucking leg up for whatever the fuck reason. Like it's weird.
Omos should be in AEW, or excuse me, Omos should be in NXT, torturing the shit out of Braun Breaker once Braun wins the championship.
Yeah, he's not ready, dude. Like we never even seen this dude in NXT. He's another Braun Strowman. It's the same guy.
Did he wrestle prior to?
No, he was a security guard.
Like why? I don't get it.
WWE signed him, and now he's this guy.
Why do they keep some people in the fucking performance center for years and years, and then they put people like that on TV? Like it makes no sense to me.
Because he's like 7'2".
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what? He does nothing that's entertaining, in my opinion.
Well, he definitely, to me, he has no charisma.
Yeah, there's no charisma. There's no...
Even his
trash boy.
His facials when he looks around, like when he's looking at AJ, he's almost just like...
Yeah, it's...
scrunching his face up, hardly opening his eyes.
Well,
It's like there's nothing believable about him.
You always look away from AJ when he's talking to him as well.
Yeah, he's just like, let me look off.
Are you
going to
imagine? But just imagine what the selling that AJ's about to do for this man.
So what? But then what happens when AJ's not around? Then what?
Well, that's on him.
Then he goes to obscurity and fucking he's nothing.
That's fine. Sorry, almost.
He's only,
like,
24,
almost.
25 years old?
I don't know. There's no way. Is he that young?
He looks 40.
Yeah. Well, they'll try to make something out of him until his body starts hurting and... because WWE, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know.
Just think of when the Giant first started and what WCW did for him.
Yeah, they put the belt on him.
Immediately.
Yeah. But he wasn't ready. But he had Hogan and he had... I mean, I guess I could see why you put him with AJ, but...
Exactly, and give him a belt. And what did they do?
No.
Put him with a legend and gave him a belt.
They should have put him with someone else, like not AJ Styles.
Who?
Bobby and MVP.
Oh, see, yeah, that would have been great. Keith
Dude,
Lee.
it just makes no sense. Yes, and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Omos and Keith Lee as a tag team?
That would have made sense.
Keith Lee would have made Omos the monster, like all the muscle.
Right, because
Keith Lee would have been
been
bumping, dude. Dude, they dropped the fucking ball. I'm sorry, they dropped the ball on that shit, dude. Bad.
Yeah, AJ Styles and him just make no sense together, especially with the stuff that he was wearing, like the...
It kind of did. It kind of gave us the
No.
Diesel Sean vibe.
No, here's my
We gotta
thing, because
get away from
AJ
that.
Styles doesn't need a bodyguard. You need to put him with someone like MJF, for example. Makes sense that
Austin Theory.
Makes sense that he has a bodyguard. Yes, thank you. Oh
Just
my God.
Anybody that is just a piece of shit, you want to punch in the face, dude.
That yes, dude. Thank you. That's who they should be putting him with. Someone else that's somewhat green, but also good on the mic. Not AJ Styles, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's
you're
why...
wasting him.
Yes, I think that's why Omos doesn't make sense to me, because it's like, okay, but why though?
And it came out of nowhere. There was
Yeah.
no story that ever led up to why he's now the
Him
bodyguard.
And Austin Theory
Yeah.
sounds so perfect.
Well, because
Yeah.
Austin Theory makes sense, because yeah, he's kind of like, all right, let's take a selfie, haha, like all
Yeah.
that bullshit, and Omos will just be back there in the background, like, I'm just fucking here for
because
like, muscle.
that Austin Theory with Omos as a muscle can step to Roman Reigns, can step to Brock Lesnar, because you got something like that in your back pocket to do your dirty work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? At that point, then yes, you can have the match because you're gonna get your ass whipped. But then, hey, I got this big colossus over here. Did he just hit Brock with a one-handed choke slam through the ring or something?
It's
Whatever,
kind of like
yeah.
Enzo
Yeah.
and Cass in a way. You know what I mean?
Right,
Just like a
exactly.
really, really charismatic dude and a really big dude. You know what I mean? And AJ
Yeah.
Styles, to me, yes, he's charismatic, but not in a way that's silly and funny, almost like RK Bro. You have one really stoic person and one really like goofy dude. Like, so it kind of works when they offset. But yeah, their characters just don't.
See, Austin Theory can beat, in my opinion, Austin Theory can beat Damian Priest with Omos in the corner and take the U.S. title. You know what I mean? He can beat Shinsuke Nakamura
Yeah.
and take the Intercontinental
Well,
Championship.
I'm glad they're going to split them up and hopefully do something different with them.
AJ, it's time for AJ to go on a run, and it's
Yeah.
time for AJ
Well,
and
AJ
Seth to get together.
Well, AJ did go on a run to NXT, if you recall. That was a pretty interesting...
I don't know. I don't like what they're doing with this Waller dude. Like, I don't get it, but it's not. I guess it's not for me to get. But I feel like they're gonna try to make him like the new Randy Orton or some shit.
Oh, that legend killer mentality?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Because if he lays AJ out and AJ goes away for a little while, like if AJ's banged up or some shit, he goes away, comes back, has the blow off. I don't know.
Well, see, I see AJ going away into the Rumble, making a big impact there, and then Edge eliminates him.
Or he eliminates Edge. I don't know, dude.
There's going to be something there.
We
Hopefully.
should get that at Rumble, but we're not gonna. We're getting Miz and Edge, which
Hey, that story.
I'm still
great.
hoping they
I'm
would.
Sorry.
I'm still hoping they'll bring Beth Phoenix in.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too.
Mr. B got me all excited about it. Now it's not going to happen, and I'm going to be sad.
It makes sense, though, don't it?
Well,
Anyway.
I would like her to come back and get a title run with Natty.
I mean, why else would you leave NXT? Well, I know she's got kids and everything, too.
maybe they're working on another one.
Edge is working more now.
Edge is like, we just got paid like a lot of money. Let's we can have another kid.
I'm sure it'll be a decently entertaining match. I'm sure Maurice is going to get fucking involved in some way or shape or form.
It'll be a good match.
Yeah, it might lead to the WrestleMania match, like we said, which would be the payoff for mixed tag, which could eventually be the Miz and Maurice's quote unquote like their caveat of having every time they wrestle at WrestleMania they lose.
Let me
When
ask
they
you a
wrestle
question.
together.
Let me ask you a question. WrestleMania, every year, every fucking year, was the best match of your program. Like every single year, the Mania match was the match that everybody wanted to see. Right?
Yeah.
It's not that way anymore.
No.
It's not that way anymore. Why the fuck? Nobody wants to see fucking Edge and Miz. Do you? Do you give a shit about Edge and Miz?
If it's a mixed tag, I do.
Yeah, I was going to say I do.
But
as well.
if it's anything other than that, if it's just Edge and Miz, no.
Well, I mean, I
No.
want to see the match just because I know Edge is going to take care of Miz and vice versa.
But
So you
but
know they're gonna have a
what
pretty
I'm saying
decent
is,
match. And the story's pretty good.
based on your card, based on your roster, right?
Yeah,
Will you-
true.
for your Damian Priests, for your Big E's, you feel like Edge,
For all your titles.
for AJ and Omos, you feel like Edge and Miz is the best seated program? Because don't you feel like
I feel
don't
like
you,
it could be, yeah.
But don't you feel like that you should be trying to put on the best quality
Best,
product that
right,
you can
the best
for
presentation.
that year?
Yeah, the best presentation of your product. Edge and Miz is great.
Well, okay. Here's what I will say.
Bro,
I'll
you
give
got one of the biggest reality stars. I'm sorry, but you got one of the biggest reality stars in the world.
Is he?
Yeah.
In
Hell yeah.
In the WWE fans' eyes, maybe.
Dude, he has one of the most popular reality TV shows on TV. He's definitely in top 10.
And who's watching that?
If it's not only wrestling fans, other people watch it as well. Even the not
I'm
so
just saying,
big wrestling fans.
it is definitely inflated. I'm not taking anything away from Miz.
Can I play devil's advocate here?
Yes.
I'll play both sides of the coin. So on your side of the coin, I can see where you're coming from because you're like, dude, it's Wrestle fucking Mania. However, not every fucking match can be the match and like the best, and so you kind of have to have some bullshit, funny, haha,
Not to
Right,
mention
right.
something
matches.
that
And so, yes, Miz is very entertaining, very popular, will bring in viewers potentially from
other realms,
Right.
right? Not just wrestling
because of
fans.
Dancing with the Stars. Even people might look him up, whatever.
Right. I get that, and I
So-
totally get that.
So it's kind of a play on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's almost like a nice little, hey, go get some popcorn if you're not necessarily interested in this match type of thing. Because not every fucking match can be like, you can't miss it kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
I mean,
It would be great, but we all know WWE.
But I think this is a top tier quality match. This could be a main event for a title. Not maybe per se at WrestleMania, but for definitely for a
right. And like I said, I'm not going to take nothing away from the match. They're going to put on a great match.
Yeah.
Like they're going to have a great
you
match.
just don't care for the program
I don't care for the program where it's at now
because there's so much other shit that could be
Yeah.
way better for both of them.
legit dream matches, dude.
For both of them. I mean, who would you put the Miz with right now if you couldn't put him with Edge?
Well, I think I would put him with like Finn Balor right now, just to kind of help Finn Balor get a little more elevated.
Yeah, Finn needs some.
They can
he
use
needs
each
some
other
showcase.
to kind of
Miz. I think you're right. Miz is a good showcase wrestler. You put someone with the Miz when you're ready for them to show. Like when Miz beat Roman for the Intercontinental and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and all that was showcasing Roman. That really wasn't showcasing the Miz.
Right.
That just showed the Miz could put you over or put you down, and like Miz is what I like to call the gatekeeper.
Yeah, dude.
Once
I
you
agree
get
with that.
past the Miz, now you may be ready for that next level.
Yeah,
agree with
Edge having that competition with him is kind of odd,
Right.
considering
And
where
it's
his
gonna be good.
storyline was
right
coming
now,
from.
right where they're at right now, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not saying them two as wrestlers, aren't gonna
Tear it up.
Right, it's
But
just
it's just why
a
why
weird
now?
storyline.
Yeah, dude. Because what's going to happen with AJ Styles at WrestleMania?
Yeah. Omos.
At best, he's going to fight Omos.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
He's legit one of the best wrestlers on the fucking planet, dude. and some people have him on the Mount Rushmore. You're gonna put Omos, dude.
And honestly, to just go back on the Miz. Honestly, the Miz needs the Intercontinental title back. And the only reason why I say is because when the Miz has that belt seems so relevant.
Well, it would be the U.S. title now for the show.
No. See, I still.
You don't think he could elevate the U.S. title?
I don't think he needs it. I think the U.S. title devalues him.
I think the U.S. title needs him. The U.S. title needs somebody, because like when Cena had it, I'm not a fan of that. But
I don't care for Damian Priest and the U.S. title.
They haven't done anything to make it that way.
I think Finn would be a better U.S. champion.
Nobody takes pride in being that champion either. You know what I mean? They're just like, yay, I want a belt. You know.
I liked when Riddle had it. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
it was short lived, and that bro kick upside down to the face was just vicious. That's another person who would definitely elevate the. Give back to Sheamus. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Sheamus, when he had the U.S. title, vicious. But I think the Miz needs to. I think a Miz Shinsuke Nakamura rivalry would be really entertaining, with Boogs and stuff, and the wife, and with Maurice.
But they're on different shows, so
I know,
that can't happen.
I know. But I
Shinsuke, doesn't he still have the Intercontinental?
Yeah,
and he hasn't defended it in like
forever,
60-something days.
The Miz is, in my opinion, someone like the Miz can go not defending the Intercontinental title for because
they need to have Boogs turn on Nakamura and give him the title.
They need to do something. I mean, I think they're ready for that.
I think they're giving it to Sammy.
No, I think that Sammy is going to be the forever conspiracy guy. Yeah. Something's going to happen. He's going to get fucked out of this match. And
he's going to win the match, right? He's going to clear as day win the match, but then lose by disqualification.
Or the ref is going to be disqualified, or like looking somewhere else, and he's going to get the pin. Yeah. Something's going to happen, and he's not going to win it, and there's going to be a huge conspiracy.
Correct.
And then it'll be the tag titles next.
Well, speaking of tag champs, like I said, Boom goes to Dynamite. Speaking of Boom goes to Dynamite, hey, we got ourselves undisputed. Well, I can't even say it, but we have an undisputed team that changed an era on Dynamite this week with Kyle O'Reilly joining the crew.
Hey, how does Hunter feel right now?
Like I was right.
Do you think Hunter's sitting back right now just clawing his fucking eyeballs out?
No.
Because think about it. Dude.
Probably why he had a fucking heart situation.
The murmur?
Dude.
Yeah, he's like, dude, this motherfucker's legit ruining everything I've just built.
Yeah,
like,
think about that. Think about it, all the hard work you just did, and someone's like, fucking nope, and just...
all of it gone.
Yeah, just rebranded, just fire everyone you love, just fucking get rid of everything that you've worked for.
Not to mention change all your fucking characters that you've built.
Everything.
Over the years, just...
everything.
Yeah. I see a lot of fucking shit where people are like, Hunter needs to just leave and start his own company.
What if Hunter becomes all elite?
That's not going to happen.
We got to do an invasion. Right? Right? Think about it. Keith Lee, fucking... Think about all the NXT champions right now that he's got on that fucking show. Already. Malachi, Andrade, Adam Cole, fucking...
The whole Undisputed Era.
He's got all of the Undisputed Era except for Roddy, which I'm sure once Roddy's ready to bounce. Here's my question, dude. What are they going to call him? Can they call him The Era? Because I think they're going to be a part of the Elite now. And like Mr. B was saying, they're kind of teasing like they're going to start beefing with the Elite. So you'll have... Now you got the Undisputed Era basically versus Kenny and the Bucks, which is a dream match.
Maybe they call themselves We Are Undisputed.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Do you think that they can get away with having
the word
undisputed in their name? I don't think they can.
What if they just call themselves Undisputed?
But then again, Aleister Black, Malachi Black. I mean,
I just took. Hey, we cannot call ourselves Undisputed Era because that's you.
We are just undisputed.
But if we are just Undisputed,
or The Era,
or we are this era, or something like that, The Era, the U Era.
It's our era.
Yeah,
I like Undisputed.
This is Undisputed would be
just
great, dude. If they did that, that would be.
We are Undisputed. We don't need to talk about what era it is. It's every era.
I just love the fact that AEW was cool enough to allow them to kind of do their own thing. Go get over, kid. You know, it's like, hey, we want to come in and we want to put us together. we're gonna have some there'll be some teasing, like some tension between the Bucks and them, and like who's really like, hey, you think you're the leader of this? Like, whoa, dude, chill. Because that was like what Kenny said to the Bucks. You know what I mean? Kenny was like, when Adam Cole's like, oh, I got you. And then next thing you know, boom.
I think it's too soon.
What's too soon?
The feud between Undisputed and...
Well, I don't want it to happen now. I don't think they're trying to push it now, but
it feels like
they're planting seeds already. Yeah.
Could wait a little longer.
Yeah, let Adam Cole
Just
be a
let
little
him
more
come
cocky.
In, bring him in. Kyle O'Reilly, come on over. You're all elite. Be elite with us.
Be elite with us.
Well, just think, dude. I mean, I really feel like, and again, if you're standing in the same room with Adam Cole, you're probably like, you're the guy.
I'm the guy. Boom. Boom, baby.
But when you put a faction around him, dude, you can make it work.
He's undeniable.
You can fucking make it work, dude. Yeah. So I don't know. He proved everybody wrong in NXT. I mean, he came in and was gangbusters. You know what I mean? Right away. He could put on great matches, but dude, they could always play to that. Hey, he's always had help type of bullshit. Which fine. Hey, that's the most pro wrestling shit ever, dude. That's great. You know what I mean? The chicken shit heel, dude.
That's how you get over.
Right. As a babyface or a heel, like,
Yeah,
oh
you
man,
gotta get over.
and that's why it's been working so great with Roman, because like he doesn't need Paul and he doesn't need to cheat, but he does, and that's what fucking makes it worse.
That's how you know.
Because like, oh, if this big motherfucker's gonna cheat, then none of us stand a chance, and that's
It worked for
And
Brock.
that's how
It
it
worked
feels
for
with-
Big Show. It worked for Taker. It worked for all the big men.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoever had that heel
Yeah.
mentality. Vader, for Christ's sake.
Yep.
Having that heel manager as well is
They're
just,
just great at cheating.
Andre.
Getting
Andre
that
used
advantage.
to cheat all the time, and you're like, dude, you're bigger than all of us. Why are you cheating? Anybody want a peanut?
A peanut?
Yeah, that's from the Perfect Bride, or what the hell's the movie with the bride?
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride, the
Oh,
Perfect
yeah.
Bride.
Perfect, right?
We see where my mind's at.
I haven't seen that movie in fucking since I was a kid, dude.
Yeah, Andre was in pain doing that
Apparently,
shit.
yeah, apparently was.
They had to use strings for him to catch the girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of catching the girl, we have, and still, SmackDown Women's Champion,
Well, that's no surprise.
Charlotte Flair.
Well, hey, before we do that,
Oh.
so I just did want to say, and I forgot to mention it, or it just sparked my brain. So Ruby Soho did beat Nyla Rose to advance to the finals of the TBS tournament.
Yeah, she also kicked Vicky in the face, broke her arm, and then a fan got ejected for saying that Nyla Rose was his dad. So
No, it had an arrow pointing.
Oh, the guy
it
next
said
to him's
this-
dad.
Nyla Rose is this guy's dad.
Yeah,
Which,
so,
banned.
banned.
He got banned.
I guess you can't do that?
Nope.
No.
I mean, I'm sure that they can have signs and jokey haha, but if it's truly insensitive, they probably would be like, nah, you know what I mean? Like we were just saying, dude, the fucking signs in the
Back in the day?
90s, dude.
Hell,
oh my God.
I dare anybody
Whoa.
to go Google the Jerry the King Lawler promo against Goldust from Monday Night Raw.
That shit's heavily edited. There's no way it's not in there.
I'm pretty sure. No, you
I
on,
could-
on a Peacock, yeah.
Hey.
I say you go to YouTube and find that shit.
I could see where on Peacock people would want to be like, we need to censor like a lot of these shows. Like we can't air a lot of this shit because, dude, the signs, man.
Yeah, you're a fag.
It's not necessarily the content, but yeah, all that shit, just like about Sean too, like all of it, just whoa, dude.
We watched the Canadian Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah, that
and
was.
Dude,
that was
that-
crazy.
That was crazy too. That was crazy too. Just all those signs, holy shit.
Yeah, they fan through the audience for like 4 seconds, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, dude. You're
And
like,
that was
I'm
on
like,
Peacock.
What the fuck?
and
took
that
me
was
back.
on Peacock.
right. That's what I'm saying.
So imagine what they cut out, probably.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Peacock wanted to like not air a lot of the Attitude Era shit because of that. And I get it. Like if you're a corporate fucking, and you're, especially if you're not a wrestling fan, you'd be like, what the fuck is this? No, we can't air this, dude. Like, we can't air this, dude. Like, we can't air this. You know what I mean? Like,
Three times a charm over there.
But yeah, so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're letting it ride in its original format. You know what I mean? It's kind, hey.
Well, they're trying.
But
They're
in this
trying
day and
to-
age, you can't.
Yeah, what are we
you
going
can
to do?
still
Cancel the
find it.
90s?
Yeah,
We're
you
just going to
can
cancel all
cancel
the
the
90s
90s.
because that's what they would have to do.
90s was the greatest generation ever.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
wish we had the network still.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
fuck, I can.
Oh, no. Cut your goddamn.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ow! All the things she said, running through my head. Or as Kimmy would say, the horrible, horrible screams.
The screams. The horrible, horrible screams. It's key lime pie cream ale time.
Vader, Tom.
It's 14er Brewing Company time.
Thank you, Kimmy.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Oh.
Where were we?
Key lime pie face.
He's like, I fucking hate this. That's what that face was.
I just wanted to acknowledge Ruby Soho in that match. That's all. She moved to the finals against Nyla, and I believe who's she facing? Is it Jade?
Cargill or
Did Jade or Thunder win?
I don't know. I don't remember that match.
Fuck, son of a bitch. I don't remember either.
Did it happen yet? Or is it going to be in the first match on the move that they're doing to TBS?
Well, no, I think that's the championship match.
Is the debut night, right?
Which is going to be
Next week, I believe, right?
no.
2 weeks?
The 5th.
So that
Oh, the
okay,
fourth.
so they could have the finals then this week if they haven't done that.
So
yet.
they the semifinal this week.
Correct. But then on the 5th on TBS, right? It stayed on Wednesday, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So then on the 5th, Wednesday, we will have the TBS championship.
I'm curious to see who wins this, man. I hope it's personally in this order. I either want it to be Thunder as the first or Jade. It looks like they're pushing for Ruby, which okay.
I don't want to. I don't think she needs the.
I just don't see her with it. It's like
I don't want Thunder Rosa to win it. I want Thunder Rosa to lose because I want Thunder Rosa to go back and revisit her program with Britt before Thunder Rosa was signed, and they had that street fight and shit. And Britt
that's
was
what put Britt
bleeding.
on the that's
That
what
match put them on the map.
Put them on
dude.
the map. Yeah, that made Britt.
Yeah, dude. Everybody was watching that match. In fact, I might have to put that shit on the damn.
say,
Put it in the
bucket.
paper.
Put it in.
We got to put it in right now.
Put it in.
Where's the piece of paper? Somebody get him a piece of paper.
There's a bunch of paper. We just, you know what? We should probably just have like a little sticky pad thing here.
Anytime you have a match and you think of it, it goes in the bucket. And yeah, we should buy
Do we
sticky
need
notes.
pens? Do we got any of this stuff?
Put that on our Amazon bucket list page. Things to get off Amazon.
Oh yeah, because we got that gift card.
Gift
now.
card now. So we'll put that on the things to buy.
Is it just Thunder spelled regular?
Thunder Rosa.
Yep, Thunder.
Thunder.
Rosa.
Thunder. It's Thunder.
ROSA.
Thunder Rosa.
Yes.
Was it a specific?
ROSA.
Yeah, it was
the
AEW Street Fight.
Or unsanctioned. It was the
Unsanctioned.
Or was
yeah.
it the blackout?
I'm just gonna put Street
Just
Fight.
put unsanctioned.
Yeah,
Unsanctioned.
just put Street Fight, Dynamite, 1-on-1. They killed each other. They literally killed each other.
We're gonna
like
have to go
15
figure out
minutes.
what date that was. And
So
then-
you want
always
Ruby to win
Google
then?
The
I
TBS.
want Ruby or Jade to win.
I think Jade would be
I
cool.
think
She's
Jade
been
would-
around,
Yeah.
and
think-
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like she kind of deserves it.
Well,
she'll
very
manhandle
green.
that belt, yo. No,
She's
no pun
very
intended.
green, but I think right now she's at that pivotal spot where it's like you can still protect her ring work, put the championship on her.
Dude, I just
she's
love
gonna
her
look
actual
Charlotte
gear.
is. She's gonna look like almost like Charlotte, bro.
That's great because I would love to see her and Charlotte in a program.
Dude, with her
down the road.
fucking like silver white or platinum blonde hair, I love
Yeah.
that shit. And like her actual like broken glass like gear. Looking the way that shit
Her
is.
height,
All
her build.
right, here's another one.
There it is.
Ting.
But her height, her build, just how she looks, character wise, that's gonna be great. Her
Yeah.
manager, I think, needs to.
She needs a new manager.
Yeah, she needs Vicky, bro.
You know what she needs, dude? You know what she needs?
Vicky's great.
No.
No. Mm-mm. You know who she needs? She needs.
Excuse me.
She needs the equivalent of like a Clarence Mason.
It's the most annoying shit of all time.
Oh, so she needs the guy from Diamond Mine.
Yes, dude. Yes.
That's perfect.
It's perfect.
Like literally.
Yeah. That guy or someone that personifies like that
him?
character.
Oh, what about the guy who's with Andrade? The lawyer guy.
With Ruby?
With Ruby.
I'm sorry, not Ruby. Why did I say Ruby?
I know who you're talking about, but
Jade.
no.
Jade,
No.
that's right. Okay.
Chavo?
Chavo would work better.
Chavo could work better.
Yeah.
It'd be weird.
It would be. It wouldn't fit. Yeah.
Yeah,
it'd be
neither would
weird.
Vicky. Weirdo.
I mean, you know who would be? You know who would also be good? But he's not. He's wrestling now. But fucking the Mothman.
Man of the year, yeah. I was thinking him too.
Yeah. What's his fucking name, dude? Wow. He's not that good, huh?
He isn't.
Wow.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Lashley.
Leo Rush. Leo Rush.
Yeah, there you go.
Leo Rush.
Leo.
You know who I was thinking? I was thinking the other guys, the other men of the year. The oh my God, with Scorpio Sky,
Oh, the top team.
top team. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking that she can be a part of top team, but
No.
she get lost in the mix, bro.
No.
Yeah, she would get lost in the mix. She just needs. She may need Leo Rush. I can see her with Leo Rush,
I mean,
and he's
shit.
smaller too, so it gives her that towering, like visual you need.
Fuck it. Bring her and Cat Miller back. Put him with her.
You're going too far, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. He can talk.
Yes, he's over the top.
MVP.
No.
Come on, put her in the Hurt Business.
Anyway, back to you, Kimmy.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, well, what?
What?
Well, you were telling me who you would think would win, Jade, or you said who else?
Well, Thunder Rosa, I thought.
Thunder Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Thunder Rosa won it, that'd be cool. I mean, she'd be a cool, champion to be the inaugural because you got a heel as your world champ. So
I just don't think it's, my opinion, right to put it on Ruby right now.
you don't think so,
No.
Damn, she's going to win it the way we're talking about this shit.
Ruby?
Yeah. I mean, no disrespect to her or anything, but it's like, I don't know.
What do you think?
In my opinion, you should probably just give it to someone that's been there a little longer and put in a little more work.
That's actually been like an original, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's an original title
Yeah.
for an original promotion. Put it on one of your original characters.
Like who?
So Jade.
Yeah. Or like Thunder Rosa even.
Yeah, and Thunder Rosa is a former champion
I
too,
like
so you get
Jade
some
better.
street cred.
I do like Jade.
I
as
like
well.
Jade better too. Personally,
I feel like Jade would be the good pick. It's just weird to have both of your champions as heels. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know.
You're world champion right
I'm
now.
not saying
as a
he
face.
can't do it. No, she ain't.
No, you're world champion. You're men's world champion.
I'm talking about the women's world
Well, and
champion.
if Jade's so green, she's not going to keep it that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she will though. I mean, because who's she been beat by? I don't think she's been beaten.
Yeah, she was,
No,
she was facing Ruby, not Riot. Ruby, no. What's
Red
the girl's
Velvet.
name?
Red
Velvet,
Velvet.
yeah.
She beat Red Velvet though.
Like to pulp.
She's beating everybody.
Little short girl, the Russian, Leilani.
They just need to beef up their women's division.
Yeah, Camille needs to go ahead and come on over. The Brick House.
That's John Morrison's wife?
No, dude, that's that's the NWA Women's Champion.
Oh.
The big blonde
Yeah.
chick, dude, the Viking.
She ain't no joke.
And here's what's great about her. I don't know if she's just always in character, but every time she's doing like a podcast or an interview, she's like, I'll fucking beat every bitch's ass. There ain't a bitch walking this planet that I won't beat.
I'm with it. I think
So
that's
I don't
what
know if
should
she
go
just
for.
believes her own shit. I mean, because, dude, she's big. She's like 6 foot. And she's fucking just huge. She's like a bodybuilder.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude,
You know what I
she
mean?
would be...
She stepped up to this tiny little girl that was in the ring, and she was like looking down at her.
Yeah, that
like
was the
she
she
was
Russian
like
chick.
standing at her fucking...
That was the Russian chick.
That's what I'm
Remember,
saying.
she had the what you call it?
And here's the thing. When you seen that, tell me, when she did that and she got up and walked right up on her shit like that, you were like, whoa.
I was like, who's Andre the Giant's little sister?
Yeah. but that's the shit that you need. You're a young promotion. You need that, like, whoa, who's that? And she looks good too. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck, man. Get her on there immediately. She's been the NWA Women's Champion now for a while, so it's like, let's go ahead and,
Honestly, I really think they should have just had Britt enter this tournament too and win both.
Oh, no. No way, dude.
I'm kidding.
Once you start giving the same person all the belts, it gets a little wishy-washy to me. I'm with you. If you have a belt, fuck you. You don't get another belt. I like that. Deep cut.
Because you saw how mad this chick was when she wasn't able to enter into the Women's Royal Rumble, Charlotte, because she was the champ. And it was like, come on, you need to win the damn Royal Rumble and be the champ. Like, come on, Charlotte. She's like, I'll lose the belt. Yeah, she was like, I'll just lose the belt.
I need all the things.
She's like, can I just lose the belt? And then you just go ahead and like give it back to me at Mania when I win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, no shit.
Dude.
It's like, damn, you just wanted everything, don't you?
She wants it all.
She doesn't have to win the Rumble.
Well, how about this? She did, like I said earlier, defend her title on SmackDown. And
she did, and she won.
She won and has now officially beaten Toni Storm. So that, I guess that rivalry's over. I thought they were waiting to day one, but...
Hey, speaking of something we glossed over real quick about rivalry being over, Bianca pinned Doudrop again. So that rivalry's over, right? We don't need to get that at day one because
I
that's
would hope not.
Kind of what it seems like it's going to happen.
Well, it's not. It's not though. It's not on the card.
She hit her with the KOD, bro.
I know, right?
With her help, she like climbed up the fucking.
Yeah,
well, did. I mean, come on, that's just like you trying to hit Mike with the KOD right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like
Mike would have to jump up a little bit.
Look,
to help
they're playing to Bianca's quote unquote strengths a little too much right now.
Listen, it wasn't even a hey, let me jump to help. No, she straight up climbed up 2 turnbuckles for her.
Yeah.
And then kind of pushed off and was like, all right, hopefully you can hold me.
Hopefully you don't break my neck.
God.
Yeah, I was surprised she got her over.
And then also, don't hurt yourself.
Like, how about just do what's within your means? And that, because to me, that just looks.
Well, yeah, she also does what, that 360 splash as her finish to Bianca?
It's, yeah, well, she did the.
She has, I guess.
Wait, you said to Bianca?
No, Bianca.
Frog splash, I think.
No, Bianca does that.
Splash
Oh, yeah, the 450.
Yeah, the 450, yeah. So just rock that as your secondary finish.
Yeah, dude. Like, you don't need to be picking bitches up and breaking your back.
Or theirs.
Every single night.
Seriously. Every time, yeah. Like, she picked up Otis that one time, and then they're like, that's it, that's your thing, now you're picking shit up. And she's like, no.
Damn, she did pick up Otis that one night.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, like, cool, that was fun. That was cool that one time. But now I'm almost like, poor Bianca, I feel bad for her.
Yeah, they're just exploiting it now and just taking advantage instead of keeping it special.
Totally.
Because like Hogan, right? Hogan didn't always body slam a motherfucker, right? He would boot you. He would hit you with the boot. But if it was a big dude, someone like, hey, I'm going to portray my strengths, he would fucking body slam you. He wouldn't boot you.
Right.
Unless he already body slammed you once and then you got back up like you were
like Big John Studd. Like he booted John the first time and then he slammed him.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, instead of keeping it special to where it's like you can showcase your shit, it's like, oh, you're on Showcase every night, even on house shows, and no, dude, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at Warrior. That's what happened to him. Warrior thought he was all big and bad.
Well, Warrior was also on every roid known to man too, so
plus a little bit of blow. So
a lot of it probably too.
Anybody who
it's
could
the
run,
80s, bro. Come on, everybody was doing it.
Anybody who could run all the way to the ring, around the ring.
He would be blown up 5 minutes into the match. He's ready to go home. That's why those matches would go like
short. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
He spent it on the entrance. Well, speaking of spent it on the entrance, like I said, for the 15th time. Well, actually, for the 13th time, Charlotte is still the World SmackDown Women's Champion, defending her title against Toni Storm, in an epic match that I thought was pretty good.
And we'll get into this in just 1 second, but there is not a rematch there's no SmackDown Women's title match on this show coming up.
No, there's
not.
On
day one.
Yet. No. Yeah, you know how WWE is, they'll just randomly throw one in there, like, night before.
Yeah,
Friday night before, they'll be like,
ladder
here,
match.
you're going to do it tomorrow night. You're going to defend your fucking title.
Triple threat ladder match in Hell in a Cell for the first time Inferno match in the I Quit.
You'll get there and the fucking Hell in a Cell's hanging up there, and you're like, I guess we're doing a Hell in a Cell match tonight? Okay, that's cool.
You didn't get the memo.
Yeah, no,
You didn't get the memo.
You didn't get the memo. You're
But-
fired.
But yeah, SmackDown was pretty uneventful, to be honest with you. Sami Zayn won the gauntlet match.
I think that was pretty cool. Sheamus, shout out to him. He got what?
Fuck
3
that
victories?
gauntlet match. They should ring the bell after every time they get
Dude,
pinned.
that was see. We're gonna talk about that in
should have
fantasy.
more points.
But if in fact every time the bell rang, because a match starts is bell to bell, so when the bell rings, if they would have made that individual quote unquote matches, you would have got 21 points just from Sheamus by himself.
But guess what?
But guess what?
I got 0.
Zero.
So let's move on.
Well, Sami Zayn did win it,
Sami Zayn did win it.
He did.
and you think there's gonna be some conspiracy, some fuckery. Fuckery?
I think so. I hope so. I mean, if he wins it, dude, trust me, I'd be really happy.
Well, it'd be nice that Sheamus,
He's gonna win.
Shinsuke will defend the title after like 30,000 days.
Oh, shit, dude, I'm ready for that shit to be off him. It's stale at this point. Like it's funny to see Boogs come out and all that, but like here, if you're gonna run him in tag team matches, take the fucking title off him because you're not defending it. You're already breaking all of your own fucking rules. So again, with WWE, the rules only apply when they want them to. Stupid.
Plus, Boogs and Nakamura is such a weird pair to me anyway. Always has
Yeah.
been, always will be. So please just.
It's time to move on.
It's time.
It's time to move
Time.
on.
Yeah, I don't
Speaking
get it.
of moving on,
Yes.
Oh, that's it
Rampage.
for SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, before you even do that, there was that Miracle on 34th Street match. Shout out to Madcap who got hit in the head at the end.
Oh,
of
that shit was hilarious, dude.
That shit was hilarious. Because at first me and Mike both thought that it was the steel steps.
That had to have popped everybody backstage,
right.
dude.
We thought he threw the steel steps at him and hit him in the back of the head, which would have been like attempted
Oh,
murder.
yeah, I thought he would have killed him. He killed him. He killed him.
Oh my God. So yes, but with that being said, that's how the show ended, and that's how this segment for SmackDown is going to end. Back to you, Kimmy.
yeah. So let's talk about Rampage, Cody Rhodes, and new
Homelander
heel
wins title.
babyface, heel babyface, heel babyface. What is he?
Meta heel.
Well, like Cody Rhodes said in the text message he sent me, he did say, and I'll even pull it up real quick just to make sure
I
I read it
like
correctly.
how he says text message. He sent me
He did send him a text.
He did.
because it's a notification that he gets via text for a Twitter post.
No, it's actually don't be a heel, don't be a babyface, be a winner, be you. And that's exactly what he did.
Didn't he tell you happy birthday too?
He did. So
That's a
thank you.
lie.
He did.
Man, hey, he's a heel. I'm sorry.
Cody
Wait.
Rhodes.
He should be
He
a
did.
heel.
He texted him happy birthday.
How's he a heel then? He's a fucking. Sounds like a nice guy.
Right. They
He's
all
not
sound
a
like
heel.
a nice
He wants
guy.
to be a babyface.
He wants everybody to love him.
He's a
meta
heel.
He's a heel.
He's
Speaking-
a meta heel.
Well,
All right.
you know what?
Yes,
But-
yes.
And like I said, when we get into our big four, because mine is going to definitely focus around this whole storyline involving this match. I just really think that it was a little overkill to hit the crossroads 3 times. Like, you're not fighting Andre the Giant, my friend. You're fighting Sammy Guevara. Hitting your finisher once and pinning makes your finisher good. Having to hit it 3 times makes it look like you just body slammed him 3 times.
Well, that's where WWE fucks up too, because they're
didn't.
like, oh, they're gonna hit their finisher halfway through the match, and
then he
again,
still kicked
and
out.
again, and again, and again.
After the 3 of them?
What is a finisher exactly if it's not gonna finish
he
you?
didn't.
Dude, yeah, because Cody won with the fucking pedigree looking thing.
Oh, that's right. Well, he did that at the end.
Oh, he did the 3
He
crossroads.
did the 3 crossroads
then
and then the pedigree.
the pedigree would have been way better. I mean, it wasn't a
Well,
pedigree.
it wasn't a
just like
pedigree.
it was basically
power
like a
drive.
butterfly underhook pickup pile driver, kind of
Right.
like, yeah. Anyway.
Exactly right.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Answer.
Mortal Kombat.
Good game.
When do you hear the person say, "Finish him"?
At the end of the match.
Does the other person have any ability to fight back at that point?
No, they're dead.
Absolutely not.
They're
You can
dead.
you can
So
block.
why are they doing their finishing move so many times?
Because that's what people think. That's in this era, people are more worried about the moves and they just want the reaction from the crowd so bad, So they're like, I'm gonna hit him with my finish twice, and then you're gonna kick out, and the crowd's gonna be like,
Yeah, because look at it
and
this
then
way.
and then that's it though. But that's it. There should be. It needs to like again with
They
the
need to
older.
flip flop it.
Yeah, dude. It's like tell the fucking story so that one moment means way more when they actually do kick out. Tell the story to build up to it. Dude, you could hit 20 fucking tombstone pile drivers on a motherfucker, and if they kick out, it's so dumb.
So
It's dumb.
So how did you feel when you were there live and watched the Macho Man hit Ultimate Warrior with 5 fucking elbows?
It's ridiculous.
Just for him to kick out,
and I was
bro.
7, and I was still like, this is ridiculous.
Dude, he killed him.
This is dumb.
Warrior should have lost. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because the Macho Man was going to the booth. You know what I mean? He was quote unquote retiring. Vince was trying to push him into retirement.
Dude, 5 elbow drops?
I feel like they're trying to like, oh, well, if you see the finishing move, you know the match is over. So I think they were trying to get away from that part of it and be like, oh, shocking, he kicked out.
Yeah, but it's every
It's
time
every
now.
time.
That's
Every
what I'm
time.
saying. Like, yes, it did mean something. So when they did kick out, it used to mean like, holy shit, because nobody ever kicked out of the finish. And that's why the finishes were so strong. Like when Shawn started doing the fucking super kick, you're dead. Dead.
Like, you should be
Nobody
doing your
kicked out of
finishing
that.
move when you basically are like, yeah, you're done. Like, because some people are like, oh, all right, we've been fighting for 2 minutes. I'm going to do my finishing move and you're done now. It's like, well, no, the finishing is supposed to be like, well, I've done everything else and exhausted all my other options. And now,
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
have no choice but to pull out my fucking, my home run,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
And if I don't hit this, then,
I'm beat.
oh, more drama.
But
You
it
know?
doesn't need to be like right away.
But no, now it's just, yeah. Oh, here's a tombstone. Oh, here's a super tombstone. Oh, here's a tombstone from the top rope. Should
But
I
that's just
continue,
the
AJ?
2!
Yeah.
But anyway, so Cody Rhodes has the championship again.
Right.
Well,
I like where he's going with it.
he's the first 2 times.
3 times.
3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
3
That's
times.
right. That's
Yep,
right.
he's 3-time champ. 3 times. But I think he's definitely playing into this heel role.
Well, he likes to be extra. He likes to light the whole table on fire, you know.
Well, not to mention, here's the thing, too. He came from the most wrestling loins of all time, being Dusty Rhodes, baby. He came from the loins of Dusty Rhodes. So he's got the ultimate wrestler brain. So when he says something in character, it's foreshadowing something else for
Right.
the future.
Because like his
Everything's an angle.
like his daddy said, I've dined with kings and queens, and I've eaten cans of pork and beans.
So he came from the loins of Dusty, and he's the most dusty. He's got the most dusty brain ever. Everything's an angle. Everything, and then not to mention, dude, his dad got a lot of angles from movies. The Midnight Riders, the fucking every John Wayne movie known to man, every fucking one of them, he did a fucking.
Well, and
story
I'm
based
gonna
off
give you
that.
an unpopular opinion here on my end. I've never really been a huge fan of Sammy Guevara myself.
Oh.
Not in any way having to do with any of the other bullshit going on. I think he's good and stuff, but I'm like the way they portray him, like, oh, the fucking Spanish
Yeah.
god and sexiness and all the things. It doesn't match him as a person, my opinion. Okay, I'm a woman, so I can only speak on what I think. But when I look at him, I don't go, oh, sexy.
He looks like a fuckboy.
Dude, his face is all crooked, and he's always got his tongue sticking out of his mouth. Like, see? I mean, AJ over there with this silent commentary.
This is the best part about a podcast. When we start videoing it, you guys will
Those
see
who
the
know, know.
So, yes, that's, like I said, unpopular opinion.
We love everybody here at the MACKDOwn
Definitely.
Podcast.
So you guys want to jump into the new
I was going to
segment?
say we're all into that was everything. We got to Rampage, so we can jump into the Big Four if you guys want.
I'll jump right on into it since it's
All
the
right.
thing.
Since
Let's
it's
do it.
topical.
Hold on.
So just for our viewers here, we're gonna enter into our new segment here. It's called the Big Four. We just take 4 things. Each one of us pick one thing this week that stood out to us the most, and we'll throw it on the table for open discussion, and just see not only what each of us think individually, but even what you guys think. Make sure you comment in the comments at the bottom of our cast, and make sure you also follow us at MACKDOwn, and you can even throw in some suggestions on what you feel could be the Big Four, of things.
Yeah, throw your comment in there for the week.
Throw your comment in there for the week. Yeah, and we'll even
Shout
discuss
you.
some of your stuff out and shout you out as well. So with that being said, the thing that I took away from this week was the whole Sammy Guevara situation that we were just talking about. You know, the rumor has it, as we know, Sammy Guevara and his, well, not the rumor, but the truth is, Sammy Guevara and his girl have broken up after that big engagement on TV and the big whole, oh my gosh, this was great. And I'm not going to lie, that's what kind of led Sammy down this whole, you know, winning the TNT title and just having all that fan support. We all felt for him. You know, he was a good-looking guy who definitely was able to wrestle. And I know Kimmy may not have been a big fan, but I actually liked, you know, his style and what he was able to do. And the fact of what he was able to accomplish in that ring, throw in the fact that he just had that big event with his girl. Now he wins the title. He was on a roll.
Well, I'm not saying, I'm not discrediting his
right.
ability.
He's just not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea.
That's all.
Which is fine.
Okay.
Which is fine. I get it. Like when Big E won the title, and I was like, yeah, no. And y'all were looking
Same.
at me.
I
Y'all
hear
were
you.
like, I was looking at the 3-man super kick about to happen to me when I said that.
Anyway.
With Cam doing it on the screen. But, yeah, so like I said, I just feel, you know, Sammy was on a shooting star press, and then the knees, a.k.a. Ty Conte, came out of nowhere.
I mean, is that real though? Like, is that 100% confirmed that
I mean,
he was
it's-
fucking with Tay Conti?
It's rumor mill, of course.
Well, and of course, he did post a thing going, no,
right,
we were already
of
broken
course,
up kind of
yeah.
a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
before
yeah, he
he
said
even
they
got
were
with her.
they had broken up in October, I believe he said.
Yeah.
So they decided to just now make the statement.
when the fuck did they get engaged?
I believe it was in September last year. Last September, I believe.
Wasn't it just like before he won the fucking TNT title?
Yeah.
It was around his birthday, I think.
And he has not held the title that long. He's only had
No.
the title for
A couple months.
just since October or so.
Well, so you telling me they got engaged and broke up?
Yes, because he.
August of 2021, bro.
There you
So
go.
August
is when
they got engaged. He won the title, and then they broke up in October. So August, September, October. So 2 months. Damn.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Some bullshit going on.
There's some bullshit going on.
Yeah.
You don't get engaged and then break up 2 months later if there's nothing for her to.
And look, I get it. It's Tay Conti. Okay, I get it. Hopefully, Sammy Guevara, you know, went about it the right way and like broke up with his girl and didn't like go and cheat on his girl. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's my impression of what happened. Sammy Guevara starts in AEW. He gets super famous. He starts disconnecting from his girl. She starts complaining about it. He then cheats on her. She then suspects something. So then to throw her off of his scent, he's like, you know what? I love you so much. Let's get married. She then catches him cheating. Now they're broken up. And now those two are obviously in a relationship because they're taking pictures with Santa together. So
yeah.
that's just my synopsis of what I think happened out of my previous life experience. Just throwing that out.
And that sounds pretty accurate. I mean, it
Ding,
sounds
ding, ding, ding,
pretty
ding, ding.
accurate of what possibly happened. You know.
We were already broken up before we started dating. Okay,
That
before
don't-
what
that
about
don't mean
before you started fucking?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
wording, technicalities.
And I get it.
And there
It's
we
Tay
go.
Conti. I get it.
No,
get
I
it.
don't
Hey,
get
look,
it.
look.
Like, sorry.
If
But
he,
no, I mean,
he
in
decided to
cheating-wise, it's
smash him, stack him, and pin him. That's what he decided to do.
Well, that's
Yeah.
wrong, man.
Well, then
That's
get
what I'm
out of
saying.
your fucking 8-year relationship.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's
You can't. Yeah.
it's sad. So, like I said, with all those being put into fruition, I think that's probably why, you know, they probably felt it was a good time to take the shit off Sammy Guevara and put it on Cody. Cody's got a better storyline going on for him right now. Sammy's not really into anything. Kind of sucks because he's on my freaking team. So if he goes out for personal reasons, I guess I could put Jurassic Express back in. Well,
Only if he's
Only if
if
they,
they state that he's
acknowledge
out.
it on TV that he's out.
right, or Twitter or something.
No, not Twitter, television. Because I could have done that with the Young Bucks.
But they didn't acknowledge that they were out.
Yes, they did on Twitter. All over Twitter, they did.
What'd they say?
That they're out. That they can't compete because they're dealing with injuries and all that shit. But
they're still on the
AEW
show.
didn't say shit on the show. Because they were still on the show.
But not wrestling.
But they weren't wrestling.
Oh, so that's different. Yeah. If they disappear from the whole show and everything, it's different.
Hey, well, we'll see.
Yeah, we will.
We'll see. We'll leave it up to a vote.
Definitely.
Because if he goes away to fix his marriage,
I doubt
I'm just
that.
saying that's. Well, yeah, I know he's with Tay now. He's that's over
fix
with.
his shit. Right. All right. So that's my big four takeaway.
All right.
Of the week. Back to you.
I'll go ahead and do mine next since
right.
mine I feel like is not as, impactful as that one. But I feel like it's something that AJ also did mention, so we could even count this as AJ's too. But I'm taking it.
It's my birthday, so yeah.
But so Sami Zayn and Nakamura about to have a little program for the Intercontinental title, and it's coming full circle from their whole story where Sami Zayn was with Nakamura that whole time when he got the Intercontinental title, when they rebranded the title, the whole bit, all of it.
Yep.
That's Shinsuke's belt.
That is Shinsuke's belt, bro.
You know? And
he's 2-time, right? 2 or 3-time?
2-time.
2-time. With that belt?
With that belt, yeah. So that's his belt. Sammy was the one that presented him with that belt. Sammy has also won that belt. You know what I'm saying? So they're just kind of coming back full circle on that, which is kind of cool.
I concur.
I'm not going to give WWE all the credit on that because I'm sure that's just a happy accident for them.
Totally agree with you there.
But yeah. So that was it. That was it for me. Whether it was a happy accident or not, I'm just, to me, like, hey, there's a little continuity there. There's a little story there that can be told. So
you were talking about Sammy getting screwed out of the match, right?
Yeah.
Is this the perfect opportunity for Boogs to turn on Nakamura?
Yes.
Ooh, and win by disqualification and then steal the title shot.
And then so Sammy can still be like, motherfucker! But then that also splits Boogs and Nakamura. That would be the perfect story.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, WWE, if you're listening, at MACKDOWN Podcast, please.
Well, they are. They
Definitely follow us
Vince
at MACKDOwn Podcast.
There's shit that's happened where I'm
Vince
like, are they listening to us?
Too. Yeah, Vince be following us. After I got that text from Cody, you know what I mean? I went back and I looked through a couple of my Twitters.
Are you friends with Cody? Get this motherfucker on the podcast.
I legitimately have 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I definitely have less than 6. I have 1 degree to AEW?
Well, way less than that if it's 6 degrees to Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I have 2 degrees.
It would be like 0.00
degrees to AEW.
327.
I just have to reach out to family that I haven't spoken to in a little bit.
Oh. Are they subscribing on YouTube? Please subscribe on our YouTube channel.
I need to get them to subscribe over there.
We need to get that URL changed.
We really do.
We need 100.
subscribers.
We need
Come on,
100.
guys.
Speaking of which, we had a bet that I guess we can let them know before we continue this little thing about our subscribers. So I put a challenge out, and the MD of the podcast has accepted. So we have put a challenge out. The day we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we will both get matching MACKDOWN Podcast, the logo. We will get that tattooed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was wondering where you were going with this because I was like, I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot what we were talking about. What did I agree to do?
Yeah. We are going to get MACKDOWN Podcast logo tattoos when we hit 1,000 subscribers, however long it takes. I'm scared shitless of needles. But
come on, man. You got a tattoo already.
I got one, and I screamed like a
little
little
no,
beat.
you did.
I really didn't. It was nice. It was nice.
It was nice.
He'd be that guy that you walk in, they turn the buzzer on like they're going to start going, and he was like that dude that's like, ah! And like, dude, what are you doing? I haven't even started yet. I just fucking turned the machine on, for fuck's sake.
Well, I'll do mine next.
Right.
So I thought that Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez had a really good match. Not match, because they were beating the shit out of each other backstage for like the whole fucking time.
The whole time, yeah.
So, but I thought it was good because they're like, the match hasn't even started. The match hasn't even started. Get back. That's a yes if that's what you needed. But I don't have any of the supplies or know how to do that, so. But yeah, so I thought I don't want to talk about it very long. I just thought it was quite entertaining. That's all.
I'm dead.
What do you think, Mr. B? What do you think about the Dakota and Gonzalez storyline?
They beat the shit out of each other.
Dude,
it was a great match. It was a fucking awesome match, actually.
Do you feel like with them being friends they were hitting each other harder.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, it's a little
It did
more
look a
trust,
little
yeah.
stiff here and there.
Well, that's what you are with your friends. Me personally, I've had matches before with people that I'm really cool with.
Especially when you're competitive.
Right, and one particular match, a wrestler guy named Dark Soul, Joe. I know you listen, Joe.
Shout out, Joe.
Shout out to you, Dark Soul.
Wait, is that one?
That's one of my good ones.
That's a good one?
It's a
Okay.
good one. It's not the piece of.
I was about to say.
It's not the POS. Who, if he is listening, you're POS, and you know who you are.
Thank you for listening at MACKDOWN Podcast.
Yeah, we thank you for listening, POS. So anyway, me and him would definitely take liberties with each other. Joe legitimately slapped the fucking dog shit out of me once, and it was kind of one of those, like, I was messing up a little bit. Like how it's funny you said that. Like when you said, "Oh yeah, if I'd smack you if you're messing up and stuff." Well, one time I was messing up. I missed the mark, and he gave me the weight. Like, come on, like get into it, like, you know, stuff like that. And oh boy, did I not miss the mark the second time. I had to run up and give him a suplex off the top rope. I almost like Kurt Angle.
Well, it kind of takes
my
you
fat
like.
ass.
I feel like even as a wrestler, of course, you're out there in the adrenaline, but sometimes I feel like you would still be going through the motions in a way.
Right.
So that's almost a way of them to be like, yeah, like.
Right. If you
Hey.
you're
You're
missing,
thinking about it.
You're
too
thinking
much.
about it too much,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's exactly what it was. Like, I'm amped when I'm in a match. You know what I mean? Especially with someone who's a friend
How
of mine.
can you not be?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And I'm thinking 3 marks ahead. So I'm already, like, when we're halfway through the match, my mind's already on the finish.
Well, and they kind of know what you can take, and I'm sure they've,
Right.
you know, you guys have practiced together a million times, and you know what I mean? So you're kind of familiar with how you move
Right.
and how you react to certain things. So they're like, oh, okay, so if I want a big reaction, I need to do
Right.
this.
I know he doesn't take gut wrench suplex pretty good, but I know I can give him, like, you know, a cool standing suplex, and I know he's going to stay straight and narrow for me. So I'm going to, like, post him, and I'm going to post him a little longer, stuff like that.
And it's interesting for me, too, because Dakota Kai is one of those girls who's like, she's a little bit smaller. She's not so much like, she doesn't have tons of muscle
She's
definition.
keeping up, though.
Kicks ass, bro. She's like one of those crazy little chicks. You know what I mean?
Do you remember when they shoved her in
Stick
the
and
in the
move, stick and
locker?
move.
You remember when they shoved her in the locker? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
And she was still in the locker, and Triple H was like, "Did anybody check on Dakota?"
pretty sure she's still in there. But no, she's one of those girls. Because like even AEW, like, oh God, please, I'm always bad with the names. You know, the first
Russian?
champion ever,
Oh, Rio.
Rio. Thank you.
Jesus.
90-pound
The
Rio.
90-pound
Well,
Rio.
here's the thing. She's 90-pound Rio, but she's always so like, I'm Rio. She's all bubbly and sweet. You know what I'm saying? She's not like, I'm a
She
crazy
never gets
bitch who's going to
mean.
kick your ass. Like, I feel like Dakota Kai's like, bitch, what'd you say?
And remember,
You know what I mean?
Rio
Like,
fought
feisty.
Nyla.
Dude.
But
Yeah, but you know what though, side by side,
Dakota-
like to me, personality wise, Dakota definitely takes the cake on that.
Speaking of cake, I smell pastries.
Pastries.
I mean, does somebody need to run upstairs and make sure something's not on fire?
No, I don't. No
I
one
don't
was
think
cooking anything,
was
were
on,
we?
Yeah, I don't
No.
think anything was ever on.
I think it was the heater. You're right.
Had to be right.
Yeah.
Wafting the smell of food from upstairs.
Could be some, like, toaster leave-ins trapped in the heater vent.
Probably some dumbass kid.
It docked. It docked right here.
Oh.
It did not dock.
So I agree with you. All right, cool.
But anyway, it was a good match. Loved it. NXT always kills it with the women's division.
They do. They definitely do. Speaking of killing it, we're going to end it all. Mr. B,
Yeah.
what's your big 4 moment of the week, sir?
My big 4 moment is Kyle O'Reilly's debut in AEW.
I like it.
Kind of had original.
Bennett.
like,
It fucks me up because I
What's
forget
up?
that the NXT contracts aren't like WWE,
Yeah.
to where you can literally just 1 week later transition on over to the next show. Not like WWE where you gotta wait 90 days. You know,
90-day clause,
Yeah.
baby. So where do you see them going with this?
another undisputed era.
You mean just
Probably.
undisputed, right?
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying, though. I'm just saying.
I don't. What are you
They're
saying?
probably going to carry on the same thing they were doing in NXT.
I
Yeah,
hope they
I
keep
agree.
the same
I agree.
attitude and the same like that feng shui. You know what I
Friendship.
mean?
Well, they were good together, and like you said, Mr. B, bringing that same characterization that you had developed over there in NXT, which what 4 war game matches,
3. I
3
think.
war game matches,
Three.
Every single one, since the first one, they were
All of
involved
them, but
in-
the last.
But the
previous-
last
most
one,
previous.
yeah. So you have established yourself as being considered one of the greater stables.
Bro,
of
think about that
this
Bloods
generation.
and Guts match with the Elite versus the fucking new Undisputed.
Exactly.
They're gonna win. They're gonna win.
It's not their first rodeo, baby.
And they can say that. Be like, this ain't our first fucking time being locked in a steel cage with other teams. Like,
Right. We're just in a new venue, but that doesn't mean that it's a new match because we know this, you know.
And so do we.
And so do I.
Well, before we get into fantasy, should we recap the pay-per-view, the upcoming pay-per-view matches? Want to do a
just to
little...
kind
Yeah,
of
what's day
preview.
one? Yeah, day one
Yeah.
matches. Today's day one matches are brought to you by Kimmy.
Oh, hey. So we'll just start. Let me start at the bottom of the card and work my way up, okay?
Ooh, I like that.
So, Drew McIntyre versus Madcap.
Yeah, okay. True.
What?
I'll get guaranteed points.
That's a lot of guaranteed points, he said. No, that makes no sense to me. Why? When we're talking about pay-per-views, when we're like, why is this even on WrestleMania? Yeah, why is this even...
It's going to be on the,
Day
what is that
one.
called? The pre-show.
Oh, no, that's going to be like Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. Because they like to put big shows on the pre-show for some reason.
Big
Or
matches. Yeah.
Well,
it's Liv Morgan.
So you think Drew's going to win, everyone around the table?
Yeah, Drew. Yeah, I'll go with Drew.
Yeah.
So then we have Edge versus Miz. Who's going to win that?
I'm going with
Edge.
the Miz.
I'm going with Edge.
Oh.
Edge.
You know
Miz
what?
for you?
Edge.
You know what? I'm going to retract and I'm going to say the Miz because I think that
This is
Maurice
going to
will
be a
get
little bit
involved.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, Maurice will get involved. I think we're going to get Maurice and Miz versus Edge and Beth at Rumble.
You think? I think it's Mania, bro.
There's no way they're going to take that story 3 months.
Yeah.
There's no way. WWE don't do that shit. There's no way. But if they do, kudos to them for the storytelling, you know?
I think Miz as well.
I think it
Oh,
was.
so is that a full sweep? You said Miz?
No, he said.
Edge.
You said Edge? Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm
it's
the
2-2.
lone wolf.
No. Oh,
There
you're
you
changing
go.
it?
Yeah, I thought you said...
Okay.
Yeah, remember he
I
said...
changed and said the Miz. But I mean, if if Edge wins, then I feel like that it could help tell that story a little bit longer.
Yes.
So we shall see.
All right, then we have the SmackDown Tag Championship on the line. Usos versus New Day. Go.
New Day.
Usos all day. Usos. Have, reason why New Day's been winning like crazy every match. Every match. You don't have them win every match to then have them win the titles.
I have a theory here. It
Go
just hit
for
me.
it. Go for it.
Hang on, Mr. B. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, Mr. B. Explain yourself, Negro.
I want the points. No.
I want the points. So do I, Mofo.
No,
That's all I
no,
wanted,
no, but
Mike.
I mean, like everybody said, they are well, you've been arguing all fucking day that it's
Fucking day.
All
that-
fucking day.
Majority of the day
Okay.
that they are the best.
Or the rivalry, yeah.
Best rivalry is New Day and the
the-
Usos.
I agree.
I agree as well.
It's just
So let-
another chapter.
So just
But,
let this just
the-
keep going.
Yeah, I think they just because what's New Day now? They're the 8-time or is it 9-time? 9
I think they won 9.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh.
9-time.
Sorry.
9 times.
Wait, New Day 11.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it?
oh, it is
Whoa,
11.
I'm
11.
way
And the
off.
Usos are 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Usos are 8 or 9.
8,
yeah, they're
yeah.
kind of they're starting to get right behind them.
And the New Day held it the longest ever. They
Yeah.
might be the best tag team champions of all time.
They might be. They just might be.
They just might be.
So,
And I think it's a better fit. I like
to
I
let
like
New
to
Day
see-
win?
Yeah.
See, but with the King Woods thing going on right now and
I mean,
everything.
well,
I don't
Roman's
want it-
probably going to lose his title too. So
Oh, God.
if Brock wins, it's a possibility.
And Mr. B dropping spoilers over here.
Hey,
It could happen. Just saying.
it's not just a prediction.
It's a spoiler.
All right, and you know what? I'm glad that you picked that because this is going to help me explain this. Okay, so my theory is the New Day is going to beat the Usos. They're going to take the titles early in the night, right? And then I think Brock is going to beat Roman, take the belt off of Roman, right? So the bloodline is goldless. They got no gold, right? This is going to be Paul Heyman's way of finagling himself back into the mix with Roman. Because he's going to get them the title shots. He's going to get them the fucking opportunities. You know what I mean? So he's going to try to get back into the good graces with Roman. I don't know.
The wise man knows.
I feel like this somehow, some way, Paul is still going to be involved in that whole.
So to start
thing.
the year, the Bloodline loses it all after they dump the wise man.
Yep, and then Paul Heyman's going to be with Brock.
And do you think Paul Heyman will then deceive Brock to get Roman
Mania.
Reigns an like a
At Mania.
Carries it all the way down.
Okay.
You think Roman wins the Rumble?
Yeah, I mean, if he's in it, he's got to win it, right?
Not
maybe
necessarily.
he's the 30th man, the unknown 30th man.
Maybe it's Brock. Brock comes in at number 30 as a champ, throws everybody out and wins it.
Well, if Brock doesn't win, then he'll be in the.
But what happens after that happens? Brock comes in as number 30 and wins the Royal Rumble
So wait, who
Goes
did you
to
say?
Mania.
Did you say Usos?
as a champ. Yeah, I think the Usos.
You think New Day? You think New Day?
I'm gonna say New Day just based on the theory. I'm a conspiracy theorist sometimes.
I'm gonna say Usos win as well.
Ooh, the Usos win.
That's my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Split.
All right.
Yeah, because I even see it better than this. Usos are the only ones with the titles.
Yeah.
And Roman ain't got any.
Right, and then he's gonna be all jealous, and he's gonna start treating the Usos like shit.
Oh yeah, that's
And he's
even
gonna
a better
he's gonna be
story.
like, you need to be my fucking Paul Heyman now. You need to do my bidding, and
Yeah,
they're gonna
my
be like,
wise
or what
man's
if,
gone.
they're
or
gonna be
what
like,
if the
we're the fucking
Usos?
champs.
What if the Usos cost him the championship?
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, dude, I'm not ready for a split.
No,
or
I don't want him
crack
to
in
split.
the bloodline at all.
No, it could be an accident.
But I think a little animosity towards the three of them would be fun because then, yeah, with Paul Heyman being out of the picture for at least a short time.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. So Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan, Raw Women's title on
I'm
the
gonna
line.
live.
No way,
I'm going Becky.
Becky for sure.
I don't think Becky loses the belt till Mania, if at all.
You think Liv is championship material?
Hell no.
You think Liv is Raw Women's title material?
No, but they got Liv Girl now, so it might happen.
WWE is weird like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
They'll get where some people will get hot with the fans,
Why
and they'll
couldn't
run with them. But
Why
they won't do it
couldn't
with
Becky
everybody.
win it back the next day on Raw?
Yeah, true.
Come on. It's wrestling, baby.
I
I'm
just
taking
don't see.
Becky.
Yeah, same. I just don't see how Liv's gonna win that. She's not strong enough yet.
She cuts promos like this.
And then in the middle, she's cutting the promo, and she's love you too. Okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, what I was saying, yeah, I love you too, fan over there. Anyway, back to what I was saying in my promo. Bitch, quit talking to the fucking fans. What are you even doing? And she does it so like at random times in the middle of her sentences, and I don't like that. Anyway, AJ doesn't agree with me, obviously.
No, I think it's hilarious.
She's gonna lose at day 1. It said virus threat protection. No viruses.
So
found.
we're still
all like,
recording,
are we
right?
recording?
Yeah, don't make me have to talk.
Well, hey, at least we would have known that it would have stopped, you know?
Yeah, we heard a sign, right? We heard a warning this time.
Yeah.
All right, so Becky, Mr. B, who did you say, Becky?
Becky.
Live
All right.
for AJ over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Fatal 4-Way, Big E, Seth KO, and Bobby Lashley.
Well, I know Mr. MD over there is going with Seth.
I'm picking Seth. I'm hoping Seth.
I'm going Bobby.
Okay.
It's a smart choice.
Mr. B?
Big E retains.
I would like to see Big E retain, but I think it's going to be Bobby.
You think Bobby's going to do it?
Yeah, I mean, why have him beat all three
True
of the other?
story. Like,
I know some of it was just fucking KO and Seth fucking up, and
Well, and
Causing-
they have made sense where it's like, hey, this guy got distracted, and you know,
Yeah.
so he was able to kind of get through it,
at
and
the
you
same
know.
time,
But here's the thing: if he does win it, him and Big E already have, they
program.
already got story written right into it. If the creative team can tap into it, and you know, I'm giving them too much fucking credit here.
I'm saying KO. And I'm going to tell you why.
I hope so, man. That would be awesome.
I'm going to say KO because he's been doing a lot of fuckery. So even like when the whole oh, okay, Bobby, you got to beat him, and him all in 3 individual matches. And then KO was kind of like trying to find ways to interfere. He was trying to find ways to do some shit.
He also tapped out super quick too.
Dude.
So he also re-signed with WWE.
Exactly.
Damn.
That's
the.
I feel like he's going to do some fuckery or find some way to let the 3 of them figure out a way to beat the shit out of themselves and then come in last minute or whatever and make a pin and he's going to win. You know what I mean? Definitely. And then I feel like Seth's going to get pissed about it because Seth feels like he's just been fucking with him the whole time. And you know what I mean? And
that's what sets up the title match for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe Big E and Bobby kind of fucking take each other out.
Right.
And then they have a program that continues a singles program so everybody comes out of it still with things to do, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And Big E just comes out of it along with the champ.
They need to get them back with dude. Please, please, please. Never ever split up the New Day ever again. Let's get them back together. We can still keep the fucking world champion Big E as a part of the New Day. Mm-hmm. We can still keep you know what I mean? We can still keep King Woods a part of the New Day. Like, they don't have to be separate, okay? They're a unit. Right. It doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
If you're going to run with him, fucking run with him as a part of the New Day. Establish that brand. Establish that fucking, that name, you know what I mean?
Well, just make them what they are. They had the individual fun. Just bring them back together, collective group, and just.
Well, then you got all the belts on one group too. Like, come on, man, that always looks good when you got one group that's kind of dominant, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's in.
That's in, right?
All right. So, lastly, here on the card is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship.
Brock. I'm just saying it now. I'm getting it out there.
Yeah, I'm going Brock as well.
You know what? Oh man. This one's tough because I conflict with myself. I contradict. I play devil's advocate too much. Because if Roman wins this, then Brock can go to Rumble, win the Rumble, have the main event at Mania, while Roman still stays strong.
Yeah.
Do you think Roman wins by interference due to Sami Zayn?
No.
Oh, dude.
Just throwing it out there.
I'm just saying because he'll get fucked out of his Intercontinental title match.
Right, and then so he's gonna come out all pissy.
Yeah, and be like, I demand to be in this match or whatever.
Or find some way to fuck Brock Lesnar out of it.
See, that would be great. That would be great. I would personally like to see Roman Reigns win.
Do you think then Sami Zayn will end up in the Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar and they're going to be in the ring together? And Sami Zayn can't get out because they're in the Royal Rumble?
I could definitely see that.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, like, they're going to end up, like, Brock's going to be taking people out, Sami's going to be doing his thing, and all of a sudden they're going to turn around and he's going to be like, you motherfucker, you're the one who fucked me out of my shit, and fuck him up. You know what I'm saying?
That would be the way to tell the story, right? I mean, honestly, you got your comedic relief with Sammy, right? You got your fucking your seriousness with Roman. That would make a lot of sense.
So I'm going Roman Reigns is going to win. What do you say, bro?
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and stick with my gut and my heart, and I'm going to say Roman. I'm going to say Roman.
Hello.
I can see how you could say Roman. I just think Brock's going to win it because, like what we talked about, it was a short turn as far as his current status, contract status. He's only going to be there for about 18 months. Give him the title now real quick. Have him have that short little... Give it back to Roman at the Rumble, but then have Brock come into the Rumble at the end and win at number 30.
So wait, you're going to... Roman keeps, Roman retains? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying Roman loses and wins it back at the Royal Rumble.
Okay, so this side of the table says Roman. That side of the table says Brock. We'll see what happens.
And I think Brock winning and having Roman without a belt for a little bit is going to drive Roman bananas, which is going to lead to some great SmackDown promos. And he's going to torture people, bro. Roman without the title, he's going to torture people.
I agree. I can see that. I can see that. But it just, on the other foot, too, I like the fact that if he did win it, then basically he's going to stay the champ, and then he's going to get that win over Brock just to keep establishing his legacy. You know what I mean? Because, like, if this Roman goes on the run and beats, you know...
But he already beat Brock.
Brock, he beat everybody. Daniel Bryan at the time, fucking Edge at the same time. Like, he's beaten everybody.
Didn't he beat Randy? He beat Drew? No.
He beat Drew.
Wait,
did he beat Drew?
He beat Drew separately.
That was a while back anyway.
Yeah. But, I mean, you threw Cena in there, so you might as well say Drew.
Well, that was at the start of his run. He beat The Fiend. He beat Braun Strowman. Like, at the start of this run he's on now, as the tribal chief.
Well, it was in a triple threat, so.
Yeah, he won, though.
Yeah, he won.
Well, anyway, it should be interesting. All right, speaking of Roman Reigns, that's a perfect segue into fantasy this week because
where is Roman Reigns?
Motherfucker, I am at the bottom of the barrel. Why? Roman Reigns, how many points did he give me?
-2.
Ouch. How many points did fucking Bryan Danielson get me?
0.
Oh!
Ouch again. What about Sasha Banks? -2.
Negative.
Jesus, I can't believe that.
And actually, Orange Cassidy got 0.
Yeah.
Your whole team just decided to just...
Orange Cassidy got 2.
Did he actually get 2?
Yeah, because he came out and with Chris Statlander
on
Rampage.
Oh, thank you. I thought he had 0 for that as well. So I have a whole total of 5 overall points for the week.
Hey, Kimmy, I got one more than you. I got 6.
I was going to say, AJ had 1 point right there, too, after you, so he only had 6 points.
Me and AJ are the losers of the week for sure.
Well, no, you're more of a loser than I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, fuck you.
I'm still the champion, so.
Yeah, but you know who's trying to take your championship?
Yeah, this mother plucker to my immediate left.
Mr. B with 27 points.
Yeah, that was a huge spread.
Caught all the way up.
That dude, from 5 to 27, that's crazy. And then Cam's like right in the middle there at 11.
Well, here's the thing, too. Mr. B got 27 with the Lucha Bros getting -4 for the week. So if the Lucha Bros would have made it on TV, he would have had more points.
Yeah,
he could have had almost 30 points this week.
That would have put you in the lead. And Mr. MACD over there has 15, which is, affordable.
Sure, yeah, it's reasonable.
You know?
It's reasonable.
First loser.
But anyway, so that brings our overall totals. So Mr. MACD at 80 points.
Yeah.
I am at 82. Cam at 88. And then we have AJ and Mr. B tied.
We've had a lot of ties so far.
95 guys. So it's a spread, but it's a short spread.
It's a 15-point spread.
In the words of Aladdin, it is a whole new world.
We'll just have to see what happens next week.
Right.
Well,
here.
hey, we got a pay-per-view coming up here too, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll help out a little bit, hopefully, God willing.
I swear to God, if Roman loses this title,
oh shit, and no Sasha, so that's another negative.
dude,
and then
Sasha. Wait, where's fucking Rhea? Nothing.
And here's the crazy part: Mr. B and I are tied right now. We have a championship match at day 1.
Yeah, you sure do.
So this could legitimately set the tone.
It really
Yeah,
could.
because of Charlotte. Well, no, Charlotte's not there.
Charlotte's
I'm sorry.
not there, yeah.
No, but the
Big E-
Usos and New Day. The New Day, yeah, because he's got 2 of which actually kind of helps him in that instance because he's getting like double, but also he could lose double.
Yeah, and no RK Bro. Oh wait, RK Bro. They're doing the Bronament. The Bronament.
We didn't even talk about that.
The tournament.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Who won?
I think it's Alpha Academy.
And the Street Profits, right? Because
Yeah, I think
isn't
so.
that going to round out this week?
I'm good.
Aren't we going to figure out who's going to be in it this week?
I believe so.
Okay, so there's another match that's going to get added to the pay-per-view right there, right?
Yeah, it's going to be
So I think
Riddle
it's Alpha Academy and the Street Profits are the final 2, if I'm not mistaken. Or
Do you think that they're going to take the titles off RK Bro?
not yet.
Not yet.
Probably at Rumble.
Right.
If they're going to do it.
Which is great, because I can dump their asses at that point and pick up...
I mean, unless they decide to stay a tag team.
It's very successful, you have to admit.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It
extremely.
has been. But all good things come to an end, you know?
Yeah, but they like to just, beat a
Except
horses
for this
till they're
title
dead,
reign, baby.
so...
I mean, you're gonna ride that title as long as RK Bro's a tag team, basically, because they've been the MVP of your team
Bruh.
as a whole.
We'll also
overall.
follow us at MACKDOWN Podcast, so
That's
how we
awesome.
do.
Well, we follow them, that's for goddamn sure.
Damn sure.
Well, will we follow them all the way to our winners and losers of the week, or are we done with fantasy? Are we still?
We can.
We couldn't. Yeah.
I mean, we hit them. We hit all the scores and everything. I know with the pay-per-view coming up this week, that's going to kind of
it's going to be big.
Adjust the scores pretty much. Yeah. Because as of right now, as far as my team goes, I got 1, 2. I got 2 folks that are going to be on that show. Happy Corbin and Drew.
And I have 2 folks that are not going to be on at fucking all. So I'm -4. Go ahead and give me -4 right now.
Sasha and Rhea are going to be -4 for that show. Well, hopefully they make it up for that week, though.
They fucking better, bro. Because if they do anything like they did this week and then they don't show up on that pay-per-view, oh my God. I am fucked.
I know, right? And pay-per-views are supposed to boost. You know what I mean?
Not for me, apparently. God damn, I picked the wrong people. Just Sasha Banks. I'm stupid.
You're hey, well, you're only 2 points away from losing.
It's like a panic
So
decision.
I got both of my tag team. I'm pretty much a tag team champion. I'm pretty much the WWE tag team champions because I have Raw and SmackDown.
You are
true.
the tag team.
So
champions.
I am the tag. Wait, was that for Daniel Bryan and Kane? I'm the WWE tag team champ.
It's like, well, you don't have anybody to rebuttal that. So he's like, no, no, it's just you. Yeah.
Actually, it's me and Mr. B. We got the same damn score, and we got the same damn minis.
Yeah, you do.
We have the same damn people that are about to fight each other. So, I guess Mr. B, we are the tag team champions.
Well, let's see if you have the same winners and losers.
It'd be funny if we balance out.
Yeah. Okay. So who's your winner for the week?
So my winner for this week, honestly, is Sami Zayn.
I like it.
I think Sami Zayn is really starting to grow on me a lot more and is solidifying my statement of being the best damn mid-carder in professional wrestling today.
All right, then.
So Sami Zayn. Mr. B, who you got?
Who's your winner?
Oh, shit.
And if you say Cody,
No.
I will give you that arc. I will give you that moonsault that Ricochet gave Sheamus.
No. My winner is going to be Kyle O'Reilly again.
Nice.
Okay.
I think he's just going to be so much better.
With
on
all the handcuffs off him?
Yes. He can actually have his own storyline that he wants to do.
No, he's going to go back with Bobby Fish, and Red Dragon will rule the tag team world.
Yeah,
again.
that too. That'll be awesome too.
That is what's going to happen.
I almost forgot about that.
They tried to singles with him, and
They got so much talent, bro. They got so much talent, dude. They might be playing hot potato with the tag team belts here pretty soon.
well, who's current tag champ? Lucha Bros, right?
Lucha Bros. And they're about to have a program with Jurassic Express, it looks like, next.
That's why I need Sammy Guevara to go off TV for a little bit.
But the Lucha Bros right now are programming with
FTR.
So
For that AAA, AA, MCO.
and AEW. So, damn. All right. Well, Kimmy?
My winner is Sting and CM Punk with their matching but not matching face paint, and also it was like
Love it.
It was like matching but to their tag team partners aesthetic, essentially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like CM Punk did the old school Sting, like, and I even like the colors. You know what I mean? And then Sting did like the lightning bolts and like the whole thing. So I like that was little.
With the fists, the fists with the X, yeah.
That was a cool little thing they did. I really like that.
I wonder how long it took to do all that makeup.
An hour.
Especially Stings. I mean, oh my god.
Well, and then Darby also had the half Sting. It was pink and black. So I did like that.
I did as well.
What
I thought that whole thing was very entertaining. It was
Very nostalgic.
It was a cheap pop, but I paid for it.
Right.
I
Exactly.
paid.
Well, that's what I appreciate about AEW though. In that way, they do shit like even when they're like, "Oh, move back and forth, back and forth." Back and forth, or when they're like rolling around in the ring, doing all the things. You know what I mean? They do a lot of like old school, old timey, back in like the 50s and 60s type wrestling gimmicks. You know what I mean? So I kind of enjoy when they do stupid shit like that, where it's like, no, you painted your faces together like that.
Yeah, and the crowd's into it too.
Yeah.
They're like, boo! Yeah! Boo! Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's how you know.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your winner?
Well, AJ, get ready to be setting up for Hurricane Ranas and Death Destroyers or whatever you just said to Mike, but Cody Rhodes is my winner, man. Cody Rhodes is my winner. He just won he's a TNT champion. He just won the belt.
Bro, that doesn't help him.
Sure it does. Sure it does. It helps exactly what he wants to do. He's gonna play this role right into the heel role that he wants to be. He's gonna play meta baby or meta heel.
Meta baby, yeah, meta baby.
No, he's a meta heel.
Meta baby.
Everything he's doing is for the fans. Everything he's doing is he's playing Thanos right now, dude. That's what he's doing.
Thanos,
doing this
whatever.
for the good of the universe.
Exactly, dude.
He's a meta baby.
He's a bad guy, and it's gonna have to take a whole bunch of people to take him out. I just hope that I want him to build like a legit. I want him to build a legit faction around him as a heel.
Who's the faction around him?
Well, he kind of does have the
right
nightmare.
now.
He kind of does have the nightmare family around him.
He's kind of a loner.
I want him to build a new faction out of just whatever. I mean, honestly, I would like.
So what is it gonna be? Brandy and his baby? Like, who's gonna be his like?
That's what I'm saying, man. He's gonna have to hire some folks. He's
Somebody
the
call
fucking
his
EVP,
mama.
bro. He makes money.
Somebody
and
call
that's
his
the thing.
mama.
He hasn't even played into that yet, that he's an EVP. Like, he's been purposely keeping himself down the card just for the reason he doesn't want the fans to turn on him. But they're fucking starting to turn on him, bro.
Well, because on his show, he's talking about how he's running, you know,
I'm saying, like,
planting the seeds.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So this is all a part of the grand scheme, dude. He's going to be like Vince when he was like, "It was me, Austin." He's going to be like, "I've been doing this, planting this shit from the beginning." So this role right here where now he's the champ, dude, he's going to have a little more leverage. He's going to start playing off of it a little bit more. You know what I mean? We're going to start seeing a little more heel Cody come out. And then when he loses the fucking TNT title, bro, he's going to be ready for... I know I said I would never wrestle for the fucking world title, blah, 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 if I didn't win, blah. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But that's coming. It's coming. And it needs to happen quick because I feel like it would be fresh and it would kind of breathe a little new life into him.
Yeah.
Because he's a main eventer, man. Let's not kid. Let's not kid ourselves here.
He's been there for a while. But
Just a while.
But winner of the week, I don't know.
Hey, man, he's the only one that won a belt, so.
Well, maybe that's a good way to set up my loser of the week.
All right.
Sammy Guevara.
Oh.
Sammy, but just
Yeah.
on opposite ends.
Nah, Sammy's definitely. I mean, come on. With
Yeah.
everything going on,
He
and
lost
then you lost the title.
He lost his fiance. He lost his
He
belt.
lost his way.
He lost his way. Is Johnny Gargano going to show him the way?
Oh my God, he lost his smile.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
He just needs a group of military folk to beat his ass real quick.
Wow. Maybe Ty Conti's got some family.
Oh, she's
got a fat
she's a
ass.
judo.
Yeah, judo.
She's a judo player.
Judo. So it's Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara.
I like it.
Mr. B?
Oh, well. My loser of the week, I think I'd have to go with just WWE in general.
Jesus, he said the whole company.
I
Just
like
the
it.
whole company.
The whole
as a
world.
whole.
I did that shit like on the first week, I think.
They're just getting rid of good talent. And
It
it's
just
all
continues.
gone to AEW so far. Most
Yeah.
of it.
Well, not all, but yeah.
Yeah, because how do you let Johnny Gargano walk? You know?
Well, he didn't walk. He's having a baby. Well, he's not personally.
Bro, he's leaving. They're saying he could show up in fucking Cleveland. At
I
AEW.
doubt it.
I'm just saying, bro. Who's to say he doesn't show up in AEW and link up with fucking Adam Cole and...
I say he doesn't.
I'm
They'll be
saying
Mount
it's
Rushmore
not
of
out
the
of
Indies.
out of the realm of possibilities.
How about this? I'll text Cody and find out.
Yeah, do that right now.
Yeah,
also,
okay.
let him know that he's your loser of the week.
He's my winner of the week,
I'll
bro.
let him know. He'll love it.
Cool. Tell him to get on the pod. Right here at MACKDOWN Podcast. Is it my loser?
It's your winner.
I already did winner.
Oh,
My
well, Kimmy was
loser.
supposed to give her a loser.
Oh, go ahead. You got one?
It's real.
I want to do Sammy as well. Sammy
Yes.
Guevara. He is my loser.
I'm going to piggyback, and he's also my loser. So.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's going
Come
on
on,
with
bro.
you, man? Like, you're doing
Can't be
you're
cheating
doing
on
too
people, bro.
you're doing too much, bro. Like,
Dude, and even if you're not, you get engaged in August and you're with some new bitch by December, 4-month turnaround.
Well, there's no confirmation.
They're taking pictures
Well, I took a picture with Santa. Doesn't mean
with a girl.
Most of the girls that I started dating at first, we were just friends. We were known as just friends.
Yeah.
We're just friends. That's all we are.
And
We're just
for a
friends.
while, bro. But I mean, everyone's different. Everyone's life is different.
I got friends. I also have chills. They're multiplying.
You know what? Maybe it's all a big ploy and we're all just getting set up. You know? Who knows?
Right.
Hey, maybe Sammy Guevara is going to do the switch with Cody in the sense that Cody's eventually going to be the big face and Sammy's going to be the big heel.
I want to see major WWE dudes show up and align themselves with Cody.
I want to see Sammy go into therapy and help his family. I mean, I really think
Wow.
I'm just so kidding. That's none of my
Getting a
business.
little deep with it.
That's none of my business.
It's wrestling.
Damn self.
Speaking of, when the fuck is John Moxley coming back? Just throwing that out there.
Hey, man.
You
Shout
know,
out to John Moxley.
Yeah, man. Hopefully you get all the help you can and enjoying that baby.
Yeah, man. Living life at the fullest.
Yep. You only live once, bro, so enjoy it and make sure that little baby's taken care of.
Have you missed it? Do you feel like he's been, since he's been gone, there's
Since
been like
you've been gone.
there's been like a missing link?
I would say no, and the only reason I say that is because Hangman came back.
But if Hangman wasn't there, there would be like a huge,
It'd be
you'd
a
feel a
void.
huge,
Yeah,
like a big void.
I think so. So I think Hangman probably came back at the perfect time.
Yeah, one stopped
You know what I
drinking, one started.
So do you think that Hangman and John Moxley would be a natural?
Yes.
progression?
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be a great
Yeah.
So who's after Bryan Danielson then?
for Hangman.
Yeah.
MJF
Oh,
has to be.
you think so?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm not ready for MJF
Well,
as
who
a
else-
world champion.
who else-
Maybe I don't think he will. Maybe he'll lose.
Yeah.
Well, he's already lost the world title match, and that's fine. He can lose world title matches. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because it just makes him look like a piece of shit, and he's so arrogant.
Well, plus he's being put in that they're showcasing him in that spotlight too, which
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I mean, the only other person would be Warlow. Powerbomb.
Hey man, they're starting to build Wardlow,
Which I love.
and they're
Which I
starting to
love.
Put
I like-
friction between the two of them.
Yeah.
yeah, the friction between him and MJF is starting to become a
Powerbomb.
real thing.
Powerbomb.
What do I pay you for?
What do I pay?
You can also throw Andrade at him or Malachi. I'm sorry.
Oh, I do want to say,
it Malachi?
follow up side note. I do have a honorable mention winner of the week,
Oh, okay.
Mr. B.
Oh, Mr. B.
For your high score and you're tied for first, you know, I just
thank you.
I feel like you've
Damn.
been trying to make up a deficit for a while, so I'm proud to see you, like, you know, at least
Yeah,
for
'cause-
1 week.
Well, look, look. If you look at the end of the quarter one final, it was 128. The score that was number one 237.
Yeah.
That is almost a 100-point swing.
Yeah. So I'm glad to
So-
see you coming into Q2 strong, week 5,
Yeah.
tied for first. You know, anything that can help me take AJ down. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's
I mean-
it's kind of like that whole like
How much of a heel do I have to be on this thing, guys?
bro,
Like,
well,
Jesus.
you've already done it, man. You've already done it to where people are already building a fucking army against you right now.
Well, dude, it sucks. It sucks when you're the best. I'm sorry.
And okay,
I'm
sorry. It's so
sorry.
you did it by talking so much shit. So much shit.
I don't
No
know.
joke,
I
yeah.
don't know
Hey,
what you're
who's the
talking
champ?
about.
Who's the champ?
The champ.
It doesn't matter who the.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna sit here quietly.
Well, hey, man, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
right.
With my
she's,
title.
She's building an army, and her campaign is anybody but you.
Anybody
It
but
was
me.
kind of like the whole like Roman
Trying
and Bray.
Trying to trump me, huh?
Anybody but you, Roman. So it's anybody but you, AJ.
She's like, damn.
all right.
Yeah. So there you have it. It's hot in here.
Wow, really? Well, maybe you should take off your sweater and your beanie and
in my
your
tight
fucking
ass
sweatpants.
in my
and-
tight ass shirt.
Do you still have
thermal
2
shirt.
sweatpants? Oh,
No, I
okay.
took that. I had to take that off in the middle of the night because I didn't realize when I fell asleep. Not only did I have
Well, then
the
I
2
blanketed
sweatpants
you.
on and the blanket, and all I know was just like, why am I so moist from the waist down?
Oh my God!
Moist
No wonder you want
That
to take a
ghost,
shower.
that
Jesus.
ghost was trying to flip your ass over.
again, right?
Maybe that's why he popped up so fast, coughing.
Choking on that ghost dick.
Oh man.
Some choked his ass. He just fucking like shot up like a cannon. Like,
Oh my God.
don't go in there. Your body just tensed up from trauma from previous events.
But then surprisingly, you got on all fours like immediately. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, and then just sat there for a minute and looked around like, this is nice.
This is nice.
And then that motherfucker pushed your face back down in the pillow, and it was over from there.
Oh my God.
Like, this thing keeps happening.
This thing keeps happening.
Damn.
I guess once it busted my head open, it was just like, hey,
It's just a part of you
just
now.
a part, right? It's
You're
he's
too
inside me.
He's always inside.
He's always inside me.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my God. Anyway, I think we're done here.
I think we might
Yes.
be. Yeah, I think. I do
Well,
need to take
Merry
off this
Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you again for listening to
Merry
another
Christmas.
episode.
We have so much fun with this, I swear.
Leave your comments down below, like, subscribe, share, all the things at MACKDOWN Podcast, social medias. Please help us get to 100 followers on
Remember,
YouTube.
1,000. 1,000.
Hey,
Well, we would love to get to 1,000. Let's get to 100.
yeah.
And then let's get to 1,000 right after that.
We got to the first
The
zero.
next
We got
day.
to the first zero. Now we need to get to the second one.
Yeah, and then once we get to 1,000, then we want to get like 100,000, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll just keep adding a zero, you know?
We get to 100,000. Kimmy got to get the tattoo of 100,000.
Whoa.
Oh, that'll happen. Are you kidding me? For sure.
Come on, man.
100K?
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get a fucking tattoo. I'll let the fans pick where I get it.
All right. Well, thank you. I think that's it for AJ, Mr. B, Kimmy, and the MD of the podcast.
TMMD.
TM.
It's too much.
Too much.
It's too much.
But I love it. All right, guys. So that's it. You want to ring the bell?
Let's ring the bell. And
For
get
the love
Look
of
at
God!
it.
For the love of God! Please stop the damn match!
Oh, okay.
He said I'm leaving.
Okay.
Baby.
Is it like Alexa or whatever?
I can't even speak that.